Hello, hello. Is anybody out there? What's happening? What's going on? I'm scared and confused, as per usual. I guess that doesn't change. Hello, hello. All right, we have a slightly sleepy, mildly alarmed puppy. Oh, puppy, no. Puppy, no. I just got the camera focused on you, little pup. Don't move around, silly pup. Okay. Well, fine. Camera's on me now. Oh, hello? Hello. It is I, the boy of hummus. What are we doing? What's going on today? Well, there's a big old screen blocker that shows all the factions. We are doing the Subfaction War. We had a Civil War series. If you don't know what that is, the very quick version is basically, let's take Skaven as an example. You could play as Clan Moors. You had to take some Storm Vermin. You could play as Clan Eshin. You had to take a bunch of Night Runners, Gutter Runners, etc. Ikka Claws subfaction, you have to take a bunch of Doom Wheels or Gunners, etc. Those kind of things. And somebody went and won it. In this case, it was Dilatron. And I went back to him and I said, hey, if you bring Skaven to the Subfaction War, where you take those special rules with you to fight everybody else who won every other stream and their special rules, who do you want? He said Eshin. I said great. Put them all together, got a big old Subfaction War going, and that's the shit we're doing today. And everybody who plays today gets $10 whole donated by Bannable Borps. And you might be like, $10, big fucking deal. Well, we have 12 people playing, so that's $120 for this event. And Bannable was very nice to provide those funds. I might have threatened him. I might have said I knew where he lived. But aside from that, it was still nice of him to give those funds. Very, very generous. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know. The pup immediately ran away. I'm sorry. She just wanted to fuck right on off. So, real quick, as the game gets loaded up, I will show you the bracket. We have 12 factions because some of the Subfaction Wars were like multiple factions slammed together, especially Beastmen, Norska, and Chaos were all together. Vampire Coasts versus Tomb Kings. Like, sometimes there wasn't enough subfactions to do their own thing. So this is the bracket. We have 12 factions. We have Taurox, the Brass Bull, Sylvania, Midland, Crooked Moon, Nakai the Wanderer, Harganeth, Eshin, Dreadfleet, Bordelo, Throgg, Liberus, and Caledor. Should be nice. Everything's best of one. And these are not remotely balanced. They were made to balance each other inside the event, not made to balance each other over months. So the players were just instructed that, like, hey man, shit happens. We're going to have a good time. The player list is Artisan Tech Priest on Midland, myself on Nakai the Wanderer, Ice Power Total War on Liberos, Bobman on Harganeth, though he did get replaced by the Phoenix King because Bobman's in a different clan war right now. Neckbet is on Sylvania. Zyphos picked Taurox Undivided, but he's in a different tournament today, so Contende was generous enough to play Taurox for us. RTK J Phoenix plays Crooked Moon. Pugnabone is on Caledor. Dilatron mentioned is on Eshin, but he is busy today, traveling across the country. So Butcherbird stepped in there. Blood Penguin is on Bordelo. Grombrindle is on the Dreadfleet, and Randomnix is Throgg Undivided. Okie dokie. Gonna make this screen blocker a little smaller so I can make sure everybody is playing how they're supposed to, but I was seeing Neckbet's army just from being a spectator, so I am pretty sure that he obeyed his rules. What do I need? Take Manfred or the Necrarch. We have Manfred. And no Cairns, Hexwraiths, or Banshees. I don't see any, so Neckbet's good. As for Taurox, what does he need? 2 Minotaurs or Jabbersice or Gorgons that's not the Gorbull and Taurox. That is fulfilled. And then can take Ogre units up to 3 of each type. Looks like we have Man-Eater pistols, and that is it for the Ogres. So, we're covered. Good, good. Getting moved the blocker down. Pog Undivided, pretty much. Puppy's back and sleeping! I know the game is ready, and I know I'm supposed to be doing my job, but we are going to get that puppy. What up, Savage? How you doing? Dun, 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 dun. Look at the sleepy puppy! Look at this sleepy puppy over there being sleepy and cute. God damn it, we love her. Anyway. Here we are. Here we are. So, Sylvania with handgunners does sound rather spooky, but I guess if there's anybody in the... Pup, I swear to God! Okay. If there's anybody in the world that can deal with ranged units, it is in fact the Beastman. Coops is here. Hey, Coops, how you doing? How you doing? So Manfred is running around, living his best life. Ogre Pistols are maybe trying to punish him a little bit, but a Spirit Leech comes down onto the Wilds caster. I don't think I actually mentioned what the faction brought, but we have the Taurox Man-Rippers, Destroyer of the Drakeweld. We do have Gore Herds, Minotaurs with great weapons, Minotaurs, and more Minotaurs with great weapons. Taurox himself, the OG, Brave Shaman of Wild, Brave Shaman of Beasts. On the other side, we have 3 Sylvanian Handgunners, 2 Crypt Ghouls, 2 Blood Knights, and then a bunch of zombies, skeleton spearmen, double White King, and Manfred. It seems weird that they can afford this much stuff. Like, this army looks too big. Right. Yes, sorry. Someone messaged me something, and I got confused and scared and alarmed. Also, the puppy's gone, so now the camera's just looking at an empty dog bed, and there's nothing I can do about that at this moment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is an excellent idea. Can take it to Warhammer 3.2 once Mortal Empires comes. It is true, though I heard there's not subfactions in Warhammer 3. So, like, the official actual banners that we're seeing right now will be going away. So this is their last laugh. The last stand of the subfactions. Gore Herds for Contende are going to slam into the front line. They will mince through zombies super quickly, eat them, devour them all. And it's a bad time to be a zombo. Minotaurs also can push through, but the big problem is going to be these handgunners in the back. They'll want to be taken care of. It's tough that Taurox's faction did not bring any Centaurs. It looks like we went for a straight rush. And Taurox actually could push through pretty okay here and get onto the White Kings or those handgunners. Brutal double Scab Scraith coming through, taking out almost an entire Gore Herd unit on its own. And Taurox gets on top of those handgunners, like we mentioned. 3rd Spirit Leech for the Brave Shaman of Wilds. Manfred's really trying to take him down, though Manfred actually took a good amount of poke from these Ogre Pistols, it looks like. Doing okay there, and Taurox is now surrounded and getting shot on both sides by Sylvanian handgunners. Oh, the undead with armor-piercing missiles. Woe is us. Woe are we. Maybe this is why Xiphos had another tournament today, quote-unquote. He just didn't want... He was like, fuck, Sylvania with handgunners? I'm busy. My rabbit has to go to the hospital. My grandmother's birthday was 3 weeks ago. Bye. And piece the fuck out of here. Taurox is ducking and weaving a little bit. Kind of got his hand up to deflect some of the bullets as if it's rain. The Blood Knights are running around. They're trying to find a home. Not having the best time finding where they want to be because of these Taurox Man-Rippers, but what is this? Flock of Doom? Oh, Flock of Doom from the Beasts. Just trying to get through this front line. The Undead are holding solidly. Their health bars are getting real low. So is the balance of power for the Beastmen. And, yeah, this is what the Vampire Coast could have looked like in a different life before their zombie gunnery mob nerfs. But it's Taurox, so I don't really feel bad for him, Coops. But it's Contende, Coops! How could you say that about Contende? Coops. Can't believe you right now. Last Flock of Doom coming down, I do believe that the Beastmen might be on their way out the door, though the Taurox Man-Rippers are like full health, and so are the Destroyers of Drakeweld. Camera, stay. You good? You good? You're good. And Taurox has died as Manfred hunts him down, stabs him in the back, like in the end times. Everybody remembers the classic story of Taurox the Brass Bull almost defeating Archaon, but then Manfred stabbed him in the back. And now I'm torn. Didn't Xiphos win the Beastmen game? Yes, I announced at the start of the stream, but Xiphos said he had a different tournament today, so he pieced out, and Contende filled in for us, like, literally last minute. I messaged him, and he was like, sure, dude, what am I doing? Yeah. GG, well played. Handgunners with unbreakable front line. I should have built the swarm not to be swarmed. Happens. GG. Okay. So, we now must go find the Phoenix King. Did he host already? Nope. Wait, well, maybe. I'll check. Because I am Nakai the Wanderer, and I have to fight the Phoenix King. Lads and Legends, Jabroni, JB. It doesn't look like we have any. So, Phoenix, get in here. And I'll invite him. Boom. Okay. So we're Nakai. I'll take you to the left screen briefly to update the bracket. So Sylvania has prevailed. And we are skipping ahead. Midland and Crooked Moon. The Crooked Moon player, Jay Phoenix, could not play today. So I have a replay of that. And since other people are playing in other events and things are a little sketchy, if we ever hit a point where one of the players is indisposed, I can cast that replay real quick. But while we have players here, we're going to keep this going because I know the Phoenix King has somewhere to be in about an hour. So we're going to move on forward. So we're jumping forward. Do myself and the Phoenix King. I actually do need this blocker just because I don't remember what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Yo. What's the map? What's the map? The map. Schwarzhofen. Okay. So the Phoenix King has to take Witch Elves, Sisters of Slaughter, and Harganth Executioners and Death Hags. And he can have up to 4 heroes, but only 2 of the same hero still. Okay. So there's a lot of elite infantry coming my way. I'm not upset with that. Because I actually have a decent amount of anti-infantry stuff. So let's take the Kroxigor Ancient or Nakai. Kroxigor Ancient or Nakai. Kroxigor Ancient is actually better against infantry. But we do love Nakai. And in the spirit of the event, we'll go Nakai. Hey, Katende's here. What up, dude? What up? So we have Nakai. What else do I need to be doing? I need 3 Kroxigors, Sacred Kroxigors, or Nakai. So I need 2 more Kroxigors, and then I can take a bunch of feral stuff, okay? Well, I can take Blessed Kroxigors, so I might as well. What's different about them? More health. More health, more charge bonus for 100 gold. Sure, why not? Why not? Actually, wait. Are these guys trash? They might be trash. Because we could go Sacred Kroxigors instead. But the Blessed Kroxigors have bonus versus infantry, so I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stay the course. Alright. Neckfed, I love that. That's pretty good. Okay, so we have 2 Kroxigors. I can take 5 single entities as long as they're feral. 2 feral Stegodons, a feral Dreadsaurian, and a feral Bastillodon seems to be in order here. Let's get a Skink Priest of Beasts, because we got a lot of beasts. And we'll do... Curse of Honor here is probably the best. I'll also go Flock of Doom, just in case they really hard blob. That seems fine. Now I need some skinks. We need some chaff. And... oh, I don't know. What do we want with our last 1,000 gold? Jab skinks are fine? Yeah, jab skinks are fine. Actually, let's just get a shitload of jab skinks. Hell yeah, dude. This is gonna go real bad. This is gonna go real bad. Full kit Nakai? Yeah, dude. Yeah. We're going for the perfect vigor. Okay. Subfaction War thing go down. And we are fighting. And again, the Phoenix King was a replacement. The actual Dark Elf player, Bobman, was in a faction war at the moment. So he's had 10 whole minutes. He's had 10 whole minutes to know what the hell's going on around here. SEM cap lifted to 5, but only feral out. Ah, shit. Cyrus just messaged me and told me I broke the rules. I brought too many things. Because the SEM cap's lifted to 5, but that means the SE cap is still 5 as well. And I think I have 6 or 7 SEs. Bobman's in a clan war. Butcherbird's also in the clan war. Blood Penguin's also in the clan war. Someone had to dip out. Bobman dipped out because of the clan war, but I swear somebody else had to dip out. Dilatron's traveling. Zyphos had a different tournament going on. In my own defense, for anybody watching the stream, like later in the VODs, and they're like, wow, you're shit at planning this. I planned this! I planned this a month in advance, alright? We were typing people about this shit January 1st. These clan wars, this other shit came out of nowhere. I was here first. Just because we're a small channel and we don't matter and everybody hates us doesn't mean it's my fault. Anyway, we have one too many single entities in general, so this Feral Bastillodon's gonna be over in a corner. The Feral Bastillodon corner is just grazing. Please don't hurt him. I had one too many SE. He's just over here being a good boy. I'll be back for you after I win this battle, which I promise I'm gonna do. You just keep your back turned and ignore the screams. Blocker? That's smart. I had to check Cyrus's claims that I was a filthy cheater, and he was right. Alright, we're already down Bastillodon. It's a good start. It's a good start. The reason you suck is because you planned it so far in advance. I also sent out a reminder a week ago, but there's literally nothing I could do about people scheduling stuff on top of my stuff, and then the people who are in my stuff prioritizing those things. Which I don't like. I'm not like, wow, why does Bobman care more about an RTK clan war than my for fun event? Wow. Like, I understand it, but there's nothing I could do about that. And reshuffling, because I had scheduled this so far ahead of time, because I tried to find a time where all the players were available, so we shot down a couple dates and finally found a weekend where everybody could play, and then it all just fell apart at the last second. Not fell apart, but it got tricky at the last second, so it's like, I tried to get ahead of time so this shit wouldn't happen. It's gonna happen anyway. Because hurting a bunch of gamers is like hurting cats. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, wait. You don't get a boom. You're in your own boom. Go! Are those gold chevroned witch elves? My god, those are gold chevroned witch elves. And we have a death hag, a crone Hellebron, another death hag, a sorceress of dark, and more witch elves. What the fuck? Alright, what's with this master? What's going on with him? It's just a naked master on a horse. And he's running for my Bastillodon! I hope they can be friends in this little farmhouse. Alright, he's going into the farmhouse. I'm gonna see if he'll get brutally and violently murdered. Jab skinks, go throw out that. You guys run forward. Actually, jab skinks, try to throw out these. Croxigors, go around. You don't get stuck on your fellow friends. Nakai and the big lads going in deep. Croxigors! Yarr! We have a mother fudging Dread Saurian in this house. And I like my odds here. Nice stat buff you give yourself, but what if I debuff it? Nerd. Alright, you stop rampaging, also get a little bit of leadership. We've already taken out one death hag. No! No! You were supposed to live happily ever after, not fight, you dicks. You treacherous dark elf pieces of garbage. Can't believe you would betray our sacred alliance like this so quickly. Alright, Nakai's Perfect Vigor Blob is wrecking Crone Hellebron. We're doing great. The spirit of the jungle will ride again. Stop rampaging. Stop it. Stop it. Ow. That's not nice. Jab skinks are trying to kill those little witch elves. It's going okay. Blessed Croc scores are chilling, vibing. Dreadsaurian, hunt her down. Kill her. Slay the heretics. How's Louis doing over here? Little Charles, little Ricky Ricardo. Not great. You throw more jabs at those witch elves. Witch elves are kind of butchering all of our friends and family, but the Dreadsaurian killed Hellebron. Hell yeah! Rawr! Rawr, said the dinosaurs. Don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing at this point. Just dying horrifically. I'm really sad about this corner. I'm not the big happy about this death that is occurring. I don't know what he did to deserve this. Little guy. Just try to defend yourself for a little bit longer. We'll army loss him, buddy. We will army loss him for you. Alright, everybody go kill that except for... Okay, army losses. Yes, we saved the Bastildon! Also, that master has got to feel like a real jerk for just leaving his army and then piecing out after fighting a dino for like 25 minutes. Why didn't he just take handguns? Dreadsaurian did okay. Blessed Croc scores almost paid for themselves against gold chevron witch elves, so like, you know, a little bit of bias there. GG, well played. I think I found the new meta. 5 SEM beats Dark Elves easy. Didn't even get the Tempest still done. Greg was a good boy, and you're a meanie. But seriously, thanks for playing on short notice. I literally messaged him like 10 minutes ago. Because the previous Dark Elf player bowed out. Okay, who's next? Blood Penguin? Alrighty, I have a little time just for my 2v2. Who am I against? Sylvania. Okay. Greg isn't dead. See ya, dude. Hammond and Cyrus and everybody's messaging me! He is a good boy and has been a good boy. Bird, you're in the chat. Bird, can you wait one game? Or are you up soon? Neck bet. Shit. It's a lot easier to type if you don't have shitty fingers. That while blood is around. Okay, we'll go to the bracket quick and explain what the hell I'm talking about. CO Blood Penguin is in the RTK AMA Civil War, and he's around right now, and he's Bordelo, so I'm going to see if we can do Bordelo versus Sylvania, but I don't know where Bird is, and I haven't heard from Grombrindle all day yet. Then at Grombrindle and at Bird. Okay. I have to fight Ice Power eventually. How is everybody? This has been a day. This has been an adventure. Waking up and doing this shit. Neckbet versus Penguin. Okay, we're gonna join that. Can you join the lobby so I can see it? I'm in now. And Scion of Slanesh, invite. Is this the map? Tower of Hoeth? Tower of Hoeth is the map. Cool, cool. Hey, Ice Power, it's you and me and a little bit. You're facing Nakai. So get ready for that. It's gonna be the hardest fight of your entire life. So we should have Bordelo versus Neckbet with handguns. I don't know if you saw Discord, but I might not have time right now. Am I signed up for the tournament? I don't know if you saw Discord. Time right now. Okay. No ping, please. No. Sorry, I'm getting trolled and I get confused. We do this or next game instead. Okay. See ya in a bit. Blood Penguin is busy right now. We'll see if we can get Bird and Grombrindle. I haven't heard from Grombrindle all day, though. He said yesterday / this morning he was ready at this time, but I haven't heard from him. So I will coordinate that while I cast this replay. So Skarsnik versus Boris Todbringer. Artisan Tech Priest West playing Boris Todbringer versus J Phoenix's Skarsnik. Yes. So for Skarsnik, what do we have? Where am I looking? What's happening? Can take the subfactions, cannot take any orc units whatsoever, but you can take 6 campaign units. Max 3 of any type, 2 of SEM. For Midland, take the subfaction, bring up to 5 electric count units, but treat them as regiments of renown, so only like 1 of each type of campaign unit. Because Midland loses a lot of units. If you've never clicked the Midland subfaction, man, they don't have Warrior Priests, they don't have Flagellants, they don't have Knights of the Blazing Sun, they don't have a lot of things. Yeah. Does Caledor count as a snake-based unit? Yeah. If she's on her snake mount, yeah. Yeah. Prostigma, blocker. Yes, yes. Okay, we're all caught up. So, for these guys, we have the Knights of the Everlasting Light, which gives them -9 melee attack and an aura. We have Boris Todbringer, Spearman of Shield, Spearman, Eldred's Guard Spearmen that are just better spearmen in general. We have the Gunderson Surefire's handguns, which I actually don't know what that's special about them. I think it's Vanguard? Oh, they have stock. Okay, so they're kind of like the Silver Bullets. Then we have the Silver Bullets, Stir River Patrol, which are fire damage crossbowmen. And we have the Emperor's Wrath Steam Tank. Plus the Knights of More. Okay, so a lot of crazy shit. ITP Aura, and they cause terror. And that is it for the special units. Other than that, it's just Spearmen and a Bright Wizard and such. For J Phoenix, we have Lava Spider Rider Archers. 2 of them. 2 of them over here. Yes, and I remember they told me they had 1 too many Lava Riders, but neither player cared, so that was fine. The Swamp Things, we have a Goblin Shaman, we have the Rusty Errors, Goblin Archers, Goblin Archers, Goblin Archers, then we have some Ogres, more Ogres, Nasty Skulkers, Goblin Big Boss, Skarsnik himself, and 2 Doomdiver Catapults. Okay. Cool. Bright Wizard's already getting sniped out, actually, by those Vindictive Glares and double Doomdiver just taking him to task. It looks like the Lava Spider Riders are going to make sure he doesn't come back. So Artisan's going to play without magic this whole game. Swamp Thing's getting teed off on. Ooh, actually, yeah, fire damage crossbowmen is going to be a pain in the ass for them. They want to avoid that. And handgunners are now shooting at Goblin Archers, which, I mean, I guess they have to, but it doesn't feel good for the handgunners to be shooting such low-tier archers like that. They don't really do a whole lot of damage to those kind of units. The Lava Spider Riders do have armor-piercing missile strength, so you can see the Emperor's Wrath Steam Tank is not having a great time versus them at all, and double Doom Divers are teeing off into him at the moment. The Swamp Things immediately rout upon encountering the Knights of the Everlasting Light. They Shrek him down, and Boris Todbringer's also there to lower their leadership a little bit. Ogres plowing into the front line as well. Ogres do quite good damage against all forms of infantry and cavalry and such. I think even SEMs. Their only problem is that they're, tall and easy to hit. Emperor's Wrath does rout off double Spider Rider archers, though, taking its fair share of damage. And it has no healing, because there's no life wizard or anything. And what is going on here with Boris? Boris is fighting like a 700 v1 as Skarsnik, a goblin shaman, and then nasty skulkers around him. Okay, that's not as bad of a situation as I thought. A lot of those combatants are just shit. Those are shit units. Emperor's Wrath Steam Tank is coming back to the fight. The Bright Wizard ain't. He ain't going anywhere. And a lot of the Empire's ranged assets are doing okay. Both the handgunners are fine. Stir River Patrol's fine. I'm trying to think here. I mean, same could be said for the greenskins, though. Goblins are a little less important. Ow! Skarsnik and the Big Boss teaming up on this guy now, especially with They Need Stab and Fermented Fungi lowering his melee defense to 7, and that spells the quick end of Boris Todbringer. He's going to run away. He has his regen item, but a Vindictive Glare hits him in the back of the head, and will make him keep routing, I guess. I don't know. Didn't do that much damage, and he is regenning up. Maybe he'll be okay, but the Lava Spider Riders are a little unleashed, killing the ranged assets in melee. Still, they're still Spider Riders. They kind of suck at it. You can see they're taking forever to kill the Stir River Patrol. Where's the Emperor's Wrath? Right in the mix and very low on health at this point. Are the Rusty Arrows shooting it? They were before the Swordsman showed up. How are these Doom Divers doing for value? Pretty okay. Alright, good for them. Knights of More routing off just due to overwhelming goblin fire. And I don't know where the Knights of the Everlasting Light are, but I'm guessing if I don't see them on the screen, they're dead at this point. Skarsnik's going after the Steam Tank. He is anti-large, armor-piercing. It will want to avoid him, though. The next Fermented Fungi that comes up is probably going to hit that Steam Tank and stop it from going anywhere. Swamp Things are back, routing off Swordsman, securing the backline. Jay Phoenix has plenty of ranged assets still alive. And Boris Todbringer's back and better than ever. Rear charging some goblins is going to immediately break them off, but I don't know if it will be enough at this point in the game, as the Goblin Big Boss and Skarsnik are going to team up on the Emperor's Wrath and take it down. It's about to explode. 3, 2, 1, boom. Without it, Bounce Power shifts pretty heavily against the Empire. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw army losses any moment. Alright, who the hell's messaging me? Phoenix King. Filthy Dinos. No! The Phoenix King just sent me a recording of him killing a Bastiladon in a custom game with like 1,000,000 bolt throwers. I'm being bullied. Artisan is fighting to his last breath, but there's just no way that the Empire can claw their way back after this. I do think that'll be the end. Boris just slaps this Goblin Big Boss as a last act of vengeance, but Ogres are swamping him now. Skarsnik's coming in and army losses will hit. So Boris Todbringer has fallen. Jay Phoenix on the Crooked Moon will advance to fight Random Nyx. Yes, that's the one I want to get rid of. Later. So let's go to the left screen. Left screen. Boom. Boom. Crooked Moon advances to fight Throgg. Alright, Challenge, figure it out. Figure it out. Otherwise, I might have to fight Ice Power to buy time, because it doesn't look like the next game has been set up yet. Oh, Challenge, you're crushing it today, dude. You're crushing it. Try again. No? Just nothing? Why? Why are you like this? That's cool. It's good stuff. I'm not going to click on any DMs at the moment. I consider you dead to me. Oh boy. Knights of More are a cool Easter egg referencing AC Moore's dead Demigryphs. That's pretty good. Okay, I don't know where Grombrindle is. I will buy time for him. Ice Power, you want to do this thing? So we'll do my game with him. Ice power. Posted. What's his name these days? Is it still Ice Power, or does he have a weird name? Nope, he's here. So, Challenge is still shitting its pants, but I can at least look at what map I need. I'm on a Stallion Tomb with him. Okie-dokie, a Stallion Tomb. Hey, hey. Nakai, gonna give it to you. Alright, I need my blocker up, not because of my build, but because I need to see, again, what I'm doing, and this time not take one too many SEs. Always do. Stupid, sexy snakes. I think what this build needs is Lord Croak. See, I think that was our problem. And Salons aren't an SEM, so I can get rid of Gary, keep him safe, keep him secret, and we can just have Lord Croak. What does he have to take? What am I dealing with? 5 snake-based units and Tomb Scorpions. Limit 2 Shop Tights can take up to 2 Venom Knights campaign unit. That's not gonna be good. That's really bad. Sproka Stalkers are going to be here, and they're going to crush it. But I do have a Dread Saurian. Take the same build, I dare you. This is pretty much the same build. I'll just... I'll cut a Feral Stegodon to get Lord Croak. And we'll get Gary back to make up for the money lost, alright? Alright, here we go. Hell yeah, dude. Perfect Vigor, minus 10 melee attack, 40 damage resistance blob. Coming in hot. And Gary earned himself another chevron since we last saw him. Or wait, did he? Yeah, he did. Wait, did he? Nope, sucks to be you, Gary. Sorry, Gary. Sorry, I didn't mean it. I meant it. Fuck you, Gary. Piece of shit. Goody. I am going to wander around. Where the hell? I swear I messaged him more recently. I might have to introduce a surprise guest if Grombrindle is missing. What you doing? You around? Okay. Venom Knights are gonna ruin you. You better respect Mia. I have Blessed Croxagors. I don't know what more you want from me. If Blessed Croxagors can't win, then who can? Challenge finally loaded up Midland versus Crooked Moon, and I told him Crooked Moon won, and it went through! Holy shit, that was more of an ordeal than it needed to be. Fucking challenge. Alright. It's pretty much the same build. Lord Croak instead of a Beastcaster and one less Stegodon. That's about it. And we have roughly even troop counts, which is honestly kind of promising. I like our shot. So let's go with 2 skinks up front. Jab skinks in back. Croxy boxies. There. And then Nakai, Gary, Stewart, and Big Timmy. Along with Lord Croak. I don't know why you guys got all screwed up. I think I told the same unit to go places. Greenskins could bring a max 3 of the same campaign exclusive unit, right? Yeah, Pugnabone. Both players acknowledged that that was a fuck up, and both players agreed to not care about it after the game was played. But yes, they are max 3. How many were... So many Warhammer 2 events today, my goodness. I fucking know, Contende, and I really tried to get ahead of this one. And then everybody just appeared on the same day, and I did my best. I tried. Because it was hard, man. It was hard to get 12 players all to be here on the same day, and then tragedy struck. Okay, what do we have? We have the Chosen of the Gods that are going to do absolutely 1,000,000 damage to my units. We have 2 Tomb Scorpions, High Queen, Kalita, some Spearmen, and some Carrion, but we're going to have a bad time. Owie. Owie. I like how he says, wow. Aha! Nice miss. I'm going to throw this down for the next volley, because they're definitely aiming at the Shredder. Ow. And we'll throw a little whoosh. Good luck dodging that. It's the pinnacle of speed. What the fuck? He dodged it? But it's the pinnacle of speed! Memes. Memes. I'm a little concerned. Alright, I'm gonna let the Dreadsaurian fight whatever he can, just because it's not worth distracting him, honestly. But he is going to die. Like, horrifically bad. Okay. Do you do that? Nakai is doing his best. Chosen of the Gods are already almost out of ammo, so that's pretty GG for us. We're gonna win. We're doing great. And I would like to go on record as saying, boosh. Okay, Kalita pieced out. Trying to get through this front line here. Trying. Little Jav Kinks are doing their best. And Nakai, go over there. Just go over there real quick. Wait, did we actually get a spell off? Did it actually do okay? Huh. Looks like it did okay. Nakai, go harass. How are you doing over here, Croak? Good, good. These Venom Knights ain't fucking around, though. Let's just use the small one. Well, the small one. Kill the caster! Can Nakai beat literally everything? Let's find out. Skellies are holding on a little longer than I'd like, so let's bomb them quick. Go, Nakai, go! Go, Nakai, go! Don't you break! Go, Nakai, go! Give this to yourself. Debuff everybody else. Croc, get in here. You almost have another aura thing. Nakai's terror. Wait, he's not ITP? Nakai, you herd dinosaurs for a living. Get it together. Alright, got a little explosion off. Things are going, you know, not great, but not too terribly. Kinda. Sorta. It's not good. It's not, like, terrible. It's not, like, bad. Oh, shit. Where are these units? Oh, they must have gotten routed off and come back. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. Oh, you get a free Ushapti summon. Oh. Okay. Must be nice to play an overpowered faction. Fucking meta tryhard Tomb Kings. I don't know if Nakai's coming back, you guys. I think he might be doomed. I think that might be the end of good old Necarinos. Can you guys try to throw out these jabs? Still don't. Fight back a little bit. Crook, throw the last of your little things on top of Gary. Get him out of there. And that's about that, I think. How much damage did you get? 1,300, let's go! I forget how much he costs, but it's probably more than that. The honest MVPs of this were the Skeleton Spearmen that stopped me for 35 years. Oop, Nakai died. That's not good. Generally considered bad for morale. Wait, even the Blessed Crocswords can tear her out? You are dinosaurs. Come on. How do you guys live in the jungles of Lustria just wandering around scared of your own shadow? Figure it out, dude. Figure it out. GG, well played, mate. But now the draw kiting. I'm literally not even moving. You can't catch what you can't catch. Also, he's still not moving. He's stuck in an animation. Alright, I'll win the caster battle. I will give myself more leadership than Unbreakable. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, Jaff's incantation of Cursed Blades. Croak is more than large. He is in charge. I do think he's actually gonna win this battle, though. I say as he takes a massive hit. Oh, he's hanging it there. Come on, Croak. You can do it. You can do it. His melee attack is lower than their melee defense, so he's missing like a lot of his things. Come on, Croak. You can do this. I believe in you. You unbreakable bastard. Aha, they're crumbling. We have them. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Not like this. Yeah, Croak, baby! Let's fucking go! Round 2. Holy shit, she missed the charge. Alright. Croak did well. Gary did well. Croc scores got wrecked. Dreadsoring got wrecked. I don't even want to see the Chosen of the Gods value. I don't even want to see it. 2,200. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought, but it's still pretty bad for me. Not bad for him. Caledor actually did okay, too. GG, well played. Yeah. I'll hit you up when your next round is ready. Okay, who the hell's messaging me on Discord? Grombrindle's having Discord problems. You have a lobby or me? I have a lobby up. Joining. Okay. Let's do this. Multiplayer battle. Bird versus Grombrindle. There it is. 1, 2, 3. You stepped on a snake and found out. Said Dumbledore calmly. Hammond, that is fake news. Ayo. So we do have Grombrindle. He's apparently... Bird has informed me he's having Discord issues. So he's been here this whole time on Steam. He's just not able to talk to me on Discord. We'll get the blocker up for Bird's build. Meanwhile, we also have to take a look. So Clan Eshin, take the subfaction, must take Lore of Stealth. Doesn't mean you can't take the other lores, but you need to have the Lore of Stealth included. The Lore of Stealth is that Eshin Sorcerer. 6 Vanguard units, limit 1 SEM, 360 cap increased to 8. And Butcherbird is a very good Wood Elves player, so I actually wouldn't be surprised if he made use of that increased cap. For the Dreadfleet of Grombrindle, take the subfaction. You can have up to 3 Necrofex Colossus if one is the Regiment of Renown, otherwise just 2 regular ones. Cannot bring Sirens or Mourngul units, and that's actually bad versus Skaven. So Eshin, we were talking about it before the event in the Subfaction War chat. Eshin is definitely the weakest faction here because they were the first. Skaven were the first Subfaction War, and there's been power creep since then as I did the more and more events. But Vampire Coast is going to have a tough time here Sirens and Morgels are both meta versus Skaven in this matchup. And you can't take either of them. And then the Necrofex are susceptible to Slingers, which Clan Eshin is good at using. So I don't hate it. I don't hate this matchup for the Skavens. Yeah, okay. Scheduling things. Versus VP is probably the one matchup Eshin rules don't screw you. Agreed. So the winner of this will go fight Pug Na Bone for Caledor. And if Bird's in that AMA versus RTK Clan War 2, so if he's around, I think we'll just keep Bird here and go to fight Pug Na Bone. Or if Grombrindle wins, obviously, just because Pug hasn't gotten to play yet, and I haven't heard from Blood Penguin if he's back, so otherwise we're chilling. And Challenge is broken, so that's helpful. Technology of the world, you conspire to rob me of this day. Okay, I'll get back to that. Versus Hubby. Hubby, when are you going to admit that your love for me, you Scaly? I am not a Scaly or a furry or anything of the sort. You liar and scoundrel. Pug Na Bone. You are probably up next. FYI. Winner of this game. Okay. Blocker is still up. I know about it. I need to make sure that both armies are fine. We are loading in. I forget if Grombrindle's computer usually takes this long, or if this is a... No, okay, we're good. When it jumps back up to 300, that's how you know when you're good. My dog gave me a fucking black eye when we were wrestling yesterday. Slammed her head into my face. Shit was brutal. So what I need for Eshin? Must take Lore of Stealth and 6 Vanguard units. Okay? And then Grombrindle. The only thing I'm looking for is can't take Sirens or Morgels. Easy peasy. No Sirens, no Morgels. We have 2 Necrofex, one of which is the ROR. Everything's fine over there. And for this... Skaven Slave Slingers aren't Vanguard. But, okay. Look at all these units sitting in the Vanguard just to tell me that they're fine. Yeah, we're good. Now I can more officially cast the army. So, Gallows Giant, ROR Necrofex Colossus, followed by another Necrofex, and Count Noctilus himself on foot. We have some zombie deckhand mobs with polearms, basic zombie mobs in the front line, including the Tide of Skjold. 2 Scurvy Dogs, 2 Bombers, 1 Handgunner. Yep. Pretty good. Necrofex are decent against Skaven. Both these armies are actually going to work out okay against each other. For the Skavinos, we have 3 Death Runners, Ixchus Triads, Assassin. Then we have Deathmaster Snitch, an Eshin Sorcerer with Warp Stars and Brittle Bone. Then we have 4 Gutter Runner Slingers, one of which with Poison. We do have 2 Wolf Rats, and we have 4 more Skaven Slave Slingers and a Skaven Slave. Grombrindle... Did you just have 2 dogs? Yeah. Both his dogs are in the Vanguard. I was trying to figure out if he had 4 dogs and 2 were in the Vanguard or something like that. Wolf Rats could do okay against dogs 1v1. Oh, Victor's Death Squad. The 4th Death Runner is way over here. Interesting. When are you finally going to make your dog beats you up? I feel like I just admitted that. It happened right now. You were all here. This is a pretty decent build against Vampire Coast. The Death Runners I'm not as sure on anymore. I used to take them, but I don't know. Death Runners have just been disappointing me a little recently, except for the ROR, but other than that, I mean, just Slinger spam is really good versus the Coast. Even Skaven Slaves can do a lot to Necrofex. But this Gallows Giant, his Flame does that Discourage debuff, doesn't it? Yeah. So, I mean, Skaven really suffer with their leadership, so a giant terror-causing monster lowering their leadership further whenever they get near it is probably going to be pretty good for them. Well, good for the coast, that is. Right now, it looks like most of these units are stocked. Gutter Runners aren't stocked, actually, though, so we could see them approaching this whole time. But look at that! 4 Gutter Runners just teeing off into the Gallows Giant, having a little bit of a hard time. Death Runner's going to get flanked by Scurvy Dogs, though, as the Wolf Rats come back for Bird to try and peel them off. Those Scurvy Dogs are going to get crumped real fast. Like, just so fast. Though, there is a little bit of fresh fish going on here, as these Scurvy Dogs can literally kill all 4 of these Skaven Slave Slingers if their micros put to them. That's going to be kind of a huge loss. They're only 225 gold, so it's not a big gold loss, but, I mean, they are ranged units and they do a lot of damage over time if given the ability. Now, Bird's stronger flank has peeled off the Scurvy Dogs that were attacking those guys. They're completely dead now, and these Gutter Runners / Death Runners are uncontested in their superiority at the moment. Tide of Skuld and some other zombies running up the Skaven Slave Slingers, just trying to rout them off, along with the Necrophectic Colossus. These Scurvy Dogs have claimed their second prey, and are also going to kill them and rout them off. Meanwhile, the Viction's Death Squads did reveal themselves while they started butchering these bombers. And they're just going to town. God damn! God damn! This is a little dangerous for Bird here. There are 2 routing units, but if these Wolf Rats try and bail them out, 1, Wolf Rats are absolutely shit against deckhand mobs. They're abysmal. And 2, with supporting fire from the Necrophectic Colossus, it's very likely that the Wolf Rats would just rout. And you really don't want them to rout. At all. Looks like that's a zombie summon. Zombie summon is chasing around the Scurvy... Why am I being so dumb today? Gutter Runners. Gutter Runners are running away from the summoned Scurvy mob. Get your shit together, human boy. And this is going okay for the Skaven, but you can see the Vampire Coast is getting a little bit of a second wind going now that they've realized their situation. They run out, take care of a lot of these Slingers, rout them off. Looks like these Death Runners are in a bit of a fight for their life against the Zombie Pirate Deckhand mob, and with the supporting fire, the Wolf Rats are also routed off. Handguns are shooting in the Viction's Death Squad, and Grombrindle is fighting his way back into this game. Now, a big problem is going to be Count Noctilus fighting Snitch and the Assassin in melee combat. He is going to definitely lose that one, as they will shred down his armor, and they have a ton of bonuses versus him with debuffs and all that kind of shit. And he has nothing against them. He has anti-large armor piercing, and they are unarmored and small. Wolf Rats running up here, gonna take out this handgun mob pretty effectively unless this Colossus turns around and gets one shot on them, then they'll probably tear out off. Deathmaster Sigil coming for Count Noctilus, keeping him pinned in place. I think this is the summon of the Ixchis Triads. I think those are the real ones. And, yep, they're routing immediately because the Gallows Giant got a sweet little volley onto them. So they were, in fact, real. The clone can't rout. Snitch is now getting shot at point-blank range by the Gallows Giant, and Count Noctilus is actually going to charge back in, which seems a little risky here. I'm kind of curious what his motivations are, but he is going to get pounded significantly. Wolf Rats killing the handguns, but just getting so low while doing it with the Necrophect's fire that they'll actually rout. Their second buddies coming in to help them is doing okay, though. Deathmatch Snitch is beating up Count Noctilus. I think Noctilus is rethinking that fight and runs away. He has Brittle Bone on him, so just so many debuffs. Between the Brittle Bone spell, between Snitch's passive debuffs, looks like Bird didn't take those, and the Assassin's Trophy, it's just Noctilus can never fight anybody ever. Death Runners are going to get on top of him too, and they will also do great work, especially with his 20-hole melee defense. He is getting chunked down, and it looks like the Skaven will be able to pull this one out. Yes. But both Necrophexes did okay. The Gallows Giant has so much ammo, holy shit. 21 ammunition, but I feel like I've watched him cast a lot of things, and his ammunition bar is still pretty full. But, yeah, there's nothing that can really take out the Slingers now. The summons are going to fade. The basic chaff is all going to die, and then it'll be just the Necrophexes that the Slingers can take out effectively. Arwar's dying, and that'll be it for Herr Grombrindle. Okay, Pugnabone's in the chat. So, since it is pretty sure Butcherbird's going to win, we'll just have to see if he has to go for the clan war or whether he has time for one more game real quick, and we'll get Pugnabone in here and moving forward. The Vampire Coast has fallen. Ugh. Clan Eshin is the weakest, my ass. Clan Eshin is the strongest faction in this whole thing. Overpowered. Slingers did fine. They were very healthy, ready to go. Skaven's Slave Slingers got fucking murdered. They didn't have as good of a time. Death Runners did okay. Overall, they did fine. Death Messengers got almost 3,000 value. 2,700 is really good. And Wolf Rats did their job. They peeled off Scurvy Dogs. Looking around for the coast. Some of their handgunners got decent value. Noctils got wrecked. Necrofex, the ROR did okay, but the other one really didn't. And it was a good time. GG, well played. Bird, you got another one in ya? Oh, no, he's gone. Okay. Then I'll figure it out. Where the hell is Bird? I swear I messaged him sooner than that. Whatever, Bird. You off to Clan War? Or fight Pug? Because I have a replay I can cast from J Phoenix versus Random Nix if we need to buy time. Challenge, I will bite you. So it's still not letting me update stuff, but Liberos has advanced to the semifinals. Crooked Moon and Throgg has yet to fight. Bordelo and Sylvania has yet to fight. And Caledor, Pugnabone, is waiting for Eshin. If I could fucking do this, I do that. Challenge, I hate you. You're stupid. Alright. Take you back to this so I can open my DMs with Bird. Only one game between now and my 2, and it's just started. Fair enough. I'll catch you on the other side. Okay. So Pug's unfortunately gonna have to wait. Butcherbird's just about to start his Clan War stuff. Let's do that replay while I check where Blood Penguin's at. So, Random Nix versus J Phoenix. Random Nix is on Throgg Undivided. Let's see here. Take 5 monsters. So Throgg's rule was take 5 monsters, beasts, or Skinwolf Werekin. But his bonus is that he can take up to 3 ogre units of each type. And his opponent, J Phoenix, we've been over it, but just in case you forgot, can't take any unit with orc in it at all. But you can take up to 6 campaign units, 3 of any type. Except for SEMs, only 2. Can't take 3 lava Ragnarok spiders. That's gonna be that. I can get rid of that. Go away. Go away. Shoo. Stab it. There you go. Are you around for your game after this one? Boom. Back at it. For J Phoenix, we have Lava Spider Rider Archers, Lava Spider Rider Archers, and this time, 1 additional Goblin Wolf Rider. So, this time they remembered that you can't do that. We have Man-Eaters with great weapons, 1 Lava Ragnarok Spider. Other than that, we have Nasty Skulkers, Goblins, Night Goblins, Goblins, yada yada. Night Goblin Shaman with Itchy Nuisance and Vindictive Glare. We have Skarsnik yet again, and a Goblin Big Boss. For Random Nix and Norska, Marauder Horsemen with Throwing Axes, Horsemasters, and Horsemasters. So 3 Horsemasters, 1 Throwing Axe. We have a Shaman Sorcerer of Fire throwing a little fireball out. Who's he aiming at? Looks like it was aiming at Skarsnik and missed. I'm not really sure. On that, we have 2 Norskin Warhounds, 3 Ogre units, Skin Wolves, Marauders, and 2 Feral Manticores, Throgg himself. So the 5 monsters / beasts units are the 2 Manticores, Skin Wolves, and the 2 dogs. It's just the tab of Norska that says monsters / beasts. So Throgg has his horde. Skarsnik's out here. Greenskins are fine with this little skirmish thing. Lava Spider Riders are incredibly good since they have armor piercing and yada yada. They have poison and fire damage. That just seems weird to me. Yet another fireball misses. Random Nix is getting some of the hummus boy luck right now and just can't seem to catch a fucking break. That's brutal. And the skirmish is going to proceed. I will ×2 it just real quick as, you know, arrows are exchanged. Norskin army decides to get involved. It is coming up a little bit. Vindictive Player is still going to cast the Firecaster, and the Firecaster is going to route off. Cool, cool. A little bit more skirmishing. Norsk is going to move up a little bit. How are we doing on ammo? Norse guy's a ton of ammo, and the greenskins are at about half, but Random seems to be very conservative in when he fires. Greenskin's going to kite away. No reason for them to change the situation. They're loving the situation they're currently in, so they don't really want to fight the Norskins, but it looks like they're running out of time not to. They're running out of space to run. And as Greenskins, you know, your leadership's so low, you don't really want to fight with your back against the wall. So they kind of want to... They wanted to kite up this way, but they ran out of time, and now they just have to take their fight far enough away that their units that route still have time to rally. And Random Nix, knowing this, has positioned 2 dogs back here to say, hey, where are you going to route to, bud? Where are you going to go? Now, a lot of the Spider Rider things could go back here and fight with the wolves a little bit, but they're still Spider Riders. I don't think they'll actually necessarily win. And Random Nix is getting a nice surround in here. These dogs are just going to tie up the Lava Spider Riders, keep them in place for a second while these Marauder Horse Masters, which are essentially light cavalry because of their great melee stats, are also going to try to go in, and that could be a huge loss for Jay Phoenix. As far as the actual fighting goes, Ogres meet Ogres, and the Lava Ragnarok Spider is in the middle. It has a Mortis Engine type effect, but it also has a Soulfire Bombardment type thing with these giant flaming rocks that can fall out of the sky, so I wonder if that'll be cast anytime soon. Lava Spider Riders by Jay Phoenix were pulled out, actually, to safety. That is rather impressive, though they did take a lot of damage on the way out. The Night Goblin Shaman is getting bodied by Throgg, and he does get pushed away as a big Burning Head comes in for Norska. Norska is taking back this game through sheer melee prowess and tenacity, though this Lava Ragnarok Spider is going to be a bit of a problem. It's currently killing both the Manticores 1v2 quite nicely. Random Nix has secured the mobile advantage, though, and that's going to be very good. We all know, we've seen many a game of Norskin / Chaos Skirmish Cav just standing around in the late game and shooting at something. They are very good at that. Manticores are trying to fight Skarsnik, but they will both be clobbered to death. And now Maneaters with great weapons are even trying to block them in, but one Manticore piloted by the AI does sneakily get out of here. Lava Spider Riders chasing off anything that routes, and they are going to maybe route this Shaman Sorcerer of Fire for another time. Ooh, and Throgg is weak to fire, so I actually get a little worried about him if he has to trade with these guys for too long in, like, skirmish mode, but in melee combat with dog support, he's going to crush them, so no worries there whatsoever. Fermented Fungi trying to rampage down the Manticore, but it doesn't work because the Manticore already was rampaging earlier, so I guess he's just not ready to rampage again. And Jay Phoenix starts to dodge a Burning Head. Pretty good dodge overall. Missed a lot of that damage value, which is good. Both sides are kind of rallying. Norska is slightly ahead on the balance of power. I agree with that assessment, though I am a little worried. I mean, Throgg, the Ragnarok Spider, also does fire damage and anti-large, so Throgg needs to stay the fuck away from that thing. And Skarsnik could make him rampage at any point. I think Norska's ahead, but if they make any mistakes at all, this game is going to go wildly against them very quickly. Some dogs are routed off by Skirmish Cav, good stuff, and Ogres, low on leadership, but feeling feisty, decide to maybe take that fight, but then they suddenly pull back. Random Nix is skirmishing, doing some good work here, and these Skin Wolves are trying to get into the Ogres, but without any support, I feel like this might be a bit of a waste. Spider the Bad Mood gives these great weapons, anti-large as well, and he's going to beat the crap out of it. Look at these Skin Wolves getting murdered. If there's a Fermented Fungi, that could turn them right around and just make sure they keep fighting, but it doesn't look like it's going to come out just yet. Maybe saving that last cast for Throgg. I don't know how many Fermented Fungi have been used, but I think it's 2. I think he only has 1 more cast. If that's true, I would definitely save it for Throgg. But if he has 2 left, maybe get the Skin Wolves there. We enter a little bit of a skirmish phase right now. Ogre's catching some Marauders, going to rout them off pretty quickly, but it's mostly just about chasing around these Marauder Horsemen. But the Marauder Horsemen are just taking their day out on these Maneaters with great weapons. Those guys are having a terrible time. Greenskins fall a little bit further behind on the balance of power as their Ogre friends are murdered. But that is the way of the Skirmish Cav. Spider Riders are trying to fire back, but they're very wounded from all their soirees with wolves and whatnot. And as speaking of which, more wolves are going to come in and try to rout some things off. Lava Ragnarok Spider, there's the Fermented Fungi, bringing the Skin Wolves into a very untimely demise at the moment. Lava Ragnarok Spider is going to kill them sufficiently, and they tear right off. How many models left? 6? Yeah, they won't regen that crazy much. Skirmish Cav getting a little aggressive, but that Lava Ragnarok Spider is getting very low on health. They have plenty of ammunition left. I think Norska is going to clutch it out as they do actually commit to the fight, deciding not to skirmish for 25 years. And as soon as they crush in, you can see all of the Greenskin support goes away. And Throgg plus his Maneaters plus these Skin Wolves just delete the Ragnarok Spider and kill it. And Random Nix takes down Jay Phoenix with Throgg getting almost no value. He was just kind of there. But it was a big skirmish game. Lots of good skirmishing in from both players. Lava Spider Riders, they got trapped up a little bit, taking a lot of their value out, but the Man-Eater Ogres did fine. Skarsnik did okay. Their infantry got murked, though. Let's see if anything's going to cooperate while I figure out what the hell. Subfaction Wars. Okay, cool. Select screen, come with me. Can I do this yet? Nope. Can I do this yet? Nope. Will refreshing help, or am I going to get one of those, like, error 303s again? Don't you fucking do it! Okay. It's weird because it sometimes updates stuff, but other times doesn't. Hey! It's going to let me do that one. Go, Throgg, go. Go, Throgg, go. Who's messaging me? Blood Penguin? Sure. What's up? I'm in? Cool. Neckbet and Blood Penguin, you're back up. I'm going to see if they're already in their game, otherwise I'll message Neckbet. So this is Bordelo versus Sylvania. Again, sorry about the janky format today. There's like a million events going on and a lot of people are double booked. So we're rolling with the punches. I'm here. I'm her. Boom. So we saw Sylvania earlier in the day. Could take Manfred or Necrack Lord. Can take some Sylvania handgunners. Yada yada. No ghosts. For Bordelo, they're kind of interesting subfaction. Your limit for knight units is increased to 8. So I mean, with that is you could take 8 Knights Errant. You could take 8 Knights of the Realm instead of their limit being 4. But you can't take any Grail Guardians or Grail Knights. Your flying limit's still 5. That's just, you could take 5 Pegasus Knights, but not 6 because the flying unit's still 5. And the reason that's so generous, you might be like, wow, that's not really a, that's, who cares about Grail Knights or Grail Guardians when you get that many Knights? You're Bordelo. you're taking Alberic. You don't get the Fey Enchantress, so they needed a little bit of help in that tournament. Yeah. Also, if you take that many Knights, you're probably not going to have anything else besides Knights, which is a fine consequence because it's kind of what we wanted, but still. Report scores. Yes, I can finally report the scores. Thank God. So we have Eshin moving up to fight Caledor. I don't... Ooh, the winner of this could fight Random Nix, and that would buy us some time, because Bird said he had 2 games in the Clan War, so I might have to buy a little bit more time. Updated bracket for anybody who cares is this. Caledor, Eshin, Liberas. Oh, wait, that still hadn't gone through. Let me do it, let me do it, let me do it, let me do it. Yes! Liberas. Figure it out. Figure it out. Please. You can do this. Alright, whatever, fuck it. Throgg moved up, and we're here with this Bordelo Sylvania fight. So whoever wins against them will fight Throgg. Boom. What's up, Bob man? How's it going? What's this sorcery? What's this sorcery? Norska doing well? Random Nix is a master tier player. I'm pretty sure you could hand him a BB gun and a stick, and he would do a pretty good job of fighting an army. What up, Bob man? Random Nix. Hey, Random Nix is here, just as I said nice words about him. It's like I summoned you. Bob man, your Dark Elves were knocked out round 1 by me because you weren't there to pilot them. And the Phoenix King went super tryhard, and I just defeated him with excellent gamer skill. Random Nix in the chat, you're probably up next versus the winner of this, just so you know, because it seems like Bird is going to be Butcher Bird's probably going to be busy for a little bit. So whoever wins this will probably fight you coming up, my friend. All right. Blood Penguin's getting his build together behind the scenes. Doing his duty. And I wonder how many Sylvanian handgunners we're going to have. Probably like 8. 29. 64. I'll take the blocker down because I can remember what these guys need to do, and I also just saw the Bretonnian build and I know it's fine, so all I'll have to do is look at Neckbet's build and make sure he doesn't have any ghosts. Ooh, that's really hard to remember. And I guess Manfred is the Lord, though it seems like Neckbet is fully on board the Manfred train. Time to Throgg and Pog. Time to Throgg and Pog. Versus either Bordelo or Sylvanian with their freaking handgunners. It's going to be funny today, as Sylvania is going to be the faction to beat. Them or Caledor with their... Oh, Caledor can take the dragons from the campaign, which can be pretty strong. Though I have maintained, even during the High Elf Civil War, that if you know your opponent is bringing 2 or more dragons, you could bring a lot of anti-dragon tools, and then it doesn't matter how OP your dragons are if they just get shot out of the sky. For Neckbet, do we have any ghosts? Nope. I mean, the Mortis Engine looks spooky, but it's not actually a ghost. And then we have Manfred, so we're totally fine. Corpse Cart, Double White King, Manfred, Mortis Engine, Blood Knights, wait, Black Knights? No, it's 2 Blood Knights. 2 Blood Knights, Dire Wolves, 2 handgunners, a bunch of spearmen, 2 White Kings, already mentioned them, and some zombos. Pretty light on the infantry over there. For Blood Penguin, we have the Companions of Quenel's Questing Knights, we have other Questing Knights, we have other Questing Knights, peasant mobs mixed in with men-at-arms. We do have the 1 elite unit of infantry, the Holy Wardens of La Macental. We have a Damsel of Life with Regrowth and Earthblood. We have the Royal Hippogriff Knights, Alberic de Bordelo, 3 bowmen, peasant bowman with pox arrows, peasant bowman with fire arrows, peasant bowman with pox arrows yet again. I am concerned about these flying units that are just going to get shot. I'm very worried. Albi Double Hippo is pretty good, to be honest. Well, he only has 1. And the undead are unbreakable. Fearless. Though I suppose their handgunners aren't. For anybody who doesn't know the campaign units, Sylvanian handgunners are just like reskinned Empire handgunners, so they can rout. Like, they're not undead. They can't be healed by Invocation to Heck and such. They're just some bros. 2 bros chilling in a hot tub. Look at those Blood Knights, dude. These are some of the coolest models. I never understand what's with, like, the fin head helmet. I don't know really what's going on here. You tried Albi Triple Hippo versus Midland in the quali. Oh, yeah, I remember that. It was a tough go. It was a tough go. Okay. Both players are ready, and they will get going. Now, this Mortis Engine might be actually not as effective as it usually is. Alberic and the Hippogriff Knights don't take that much damage from Mortis Engines. Obviously, they don't have a high model count. So they could tear it apart if the handgunners aren't just shooting them the entire time they do it. All these elite knights are going to want to avoid that Mortis Engine. So are the peasants. Duh. We have 3 archers. Those are traditionally how you deal with Vampire Count's Mortis Engines, whether it's Gorst or a physical Mortis Engine. But I'm thinking that those bowmen might be either poisoning these Blood Knights to help with the cav fight or harassing down the handgunners. Yeah, I think Blood Penguin has some tools to deal with this. We start off with an overcasted Spirit Leech. Does a little bit of damage to Manfred, but he's going to heal that up, especially if he just stands next to the Corpse Cart with the Unholy Lodestone. No, just Corpse Cart. So he has to stand near the Mortis Engine, and he'll passively heal that shit up. He'll be fine. As for the companions, how are they doing? Not a crucial Spirit Leech. It did good damage, but they could maybe go back and get an Earthblood and just heal that shit up. No big deal. Blood Penguin keeping some of his cav in the woods. It's not to avoid like cannons or anything. I think he's just keeping an eye on the woods to make sure that the Blood Knight flank, if it's through the woods, has to go the long route to avoid him. But there are some dogs that have gone unspotted. The anti-large on hippos with extra speed is super fun. Not OP or anything, but you can get a fight against any units to control against the charge. I see. So you're a for fun player. Disgusting. Peasant Bowman shooting the precious handgunners. But double Scab Scraith instantly deletes one of the bowmen, and another one gets killed. Wait, was that one Scab Scraith went one way, one Scab Scraith went the other way? Then how did that unit get, like, deleted? Well, either way. 2 of the 3 bowmen are gone. The handgunners are still alive for now. Questing Knights going on a long flank. Looks like they're maybe considering a charge over here, and the Blood Knights are running away. On paper, I would think the Blood Knights would win, but I guess maybe without their armor piercing, it's not such a big deal. The Trident of Manon is getting cast, but Neckbet's very on top of dodging with those handgunners, and it is just going to whiff. Spirit Leech hits the Royal Hippogriff Knights, doing good damage over there. The one bowman that's still very much alive is moving forward, still trying to poke at the handgunners, but the dogs from the woods have emerged, and these peasant bowmen are not coming back whatsoever. So 2/3 of the Bretonnian bowmen are down. Vampire counts are ahead on the balance of power at this moment. Regrowth is cast on the Royal Hippogriff Knights, trying to get them back topped off. They have all their models, they'll be okay. Now is where Bretonnia needs to start getting a little more aggressive. Handgunners are poking the Questing Knights, but here comes Alberic. The only one around to stop him is Manfred, but Manfred might want to be careful with 6 Hippogriff Knights coming in as well. I wonder if he will suffer, but Blood Knights are here to support, and they are doing a lot of damage to Manfred along with some of these Sylvanian handgunners. Questing Knights get a charge onto the Blood Knights, but they are getting destroyed over there. Ow-wee! And then more Questing Knights commit to the fight just to help them out because they're having such a bad time. Where are the companions of Quenelles, I have to wonder? They are left in the back a little, unfortunately. These anti-large armor-piercing knights could definitely be used over here, as it looks like a lot of Blood Penguin's micro is going into getting his lord out of here, and the Hippogriff Knights are instantly just destroyed. Questing Knights taking over the fight against the Blood Knights, leaving the wounded Questing Knights to retreat and then come around to support. And the Companions of Quenelles are now starting to get involved, but is it too late? As the Mortis Engine's rampaging through the front line, the Damsel of Life is almost going to break just because she's chilling around here. And Alberic's having a bad time. Manfred and his double White Kings have taken almost no damage. Now, the Blood Knights have taken a bit of a pounding, and one of the handgunners was routed off, so not all terrible, but not looking great at the moment. And these Questing Knights are about to rout as well. Blood Knights 2v1ing Questing Knights and winning both. Certainly a very elite unit. I thought there was a chance to resist. Was that changed? Chance to resist what? Sorry, I'm a little behind. Leech kills models, so you cannot heal them back up. I see. Ooh, this was nice, though. Big hit from Alberic and these Questing Knights onto the Mortis Engine, takes it out, and the balance of power pops right back up into, well, not into the favor of Bretonnia, but comes back from, like, army losses territory. So that's pretty good. Alberic and his knights are going to sweep back, take care of some of the direwolves. You do still have one online peasant archer, but, I mean, Neckbet has a handgunner that's almost, not full health, but doing fine. Big thinking, big thinking. If somehow, without Dwellers Below, because you don't have it, without Dwellers Below, if Blood Penguin can take out both of these Blood Knights, he can win this game. But if those Blood Knights are still alive, he definitely can't. He doesn't have enough on the field to take out all his chaff, and the handgunners, and the lords, and the White Kings, and the Blood Knights. The Blood Knights are the big problem keeping him down in this game, and he is going to charge him with the Royal Hippogriff Knights and Alberic and the anti-large Companions of Quenelles. This is a good engagement. Maybe if he can get an Earthblood down in this area from the Damsel, but it looks like she's maybe a little bit out of range. The other Questing Knights have rallied and have taken out the second unit of handgunners. Neckbet's trying to get his handgunners to turn and fire. He's having a little bit of trouble with it. The Companions of Quenelles are getting Spirit Leech down. The Royal Hippogriff Knights are like heel capped and barely hanging on as Alberic is in here fighting, and the handgunners get brought into melee combat because they're just too close, and you hate when that happens. You're like, just shoot, you're at point blank range. And they're like, nah, dude, we're going to hit him with the butt of our gun. So that fucking sucks. Royal Hippogriff Knights are still fighting. Blood Knights are almost gone. Second Blood Knight is almost gone as well. Manfred's in here taking a little bit of damage from Alberic. And Alberic is going to get out of here and looks like he's going to try to cycle charge, but the Companions of Quenelles without him are going to break. Royal Hippos break, and everything's breaking. It's pretty much just down to the Damsel and Alberic, and I don't think they can kill all this stuff. There's still one Blood Knight unit around here. There are handgunners that are decently healthy, and Manfred and his White Kings have taken almost no damage in this game. I'm thinking it's looking like a GG. This looks bad for the forces of the Holy Folk. It does. It does. Though I will say, the handgunners did fine, but I actually think what won Neckbet this game was some really nice Blood Knight play. Those Blood Knights were always where they needed to be, and they did good stuff. I liked it. Royal Griff Knights just charging into combat as best they can, barely surviving the handgunner volleys. They went negative for a little bit there, but rally. Just they got to Alberic. Blood Knights take a nasty bit of damage, but they are going to get healed up most likely. They still have 7 models left. They are crumbling a little bit, and Alberic is stuck in here fighting to the last. Bands of Quinels are back as well. They're trying to get in there. Damsel of Life is here, and God, I think Blood Penguin's wishing he had Dwellers Below right about now. But Blood Penguin is down, and we will get random nicks in here to fight Sylvania back-to-back. Drinking water shouldn't be hard, but I suck at it, apparently. Alberic getting almost 1,400 value. His Royal Hippogriff Knight's getting 1,500. The infantry largely traded okay, honestly. They all almost paid for themselves, which is surprising. I expected worse. You can see which 2 archers got nuked immediately and which one was allowed to fire. And then the Questing Knights just underperformed a little bit against Blood Knights. Blood Knights, 1,500, 2,600 value on them. Mortis Engine drained down Peasants. Handgunners, between them about 2,300-ish value. And Manfred got good stuff done too. So, but the Blood Knight play was excellent. Excellent. GG. Yes, sir. GG, well played. Okay. So we did that. Now we have to go find random. I'll see ya around. Okay. Random Nick said he hosted a lobby, but he is an infamous liar, so I probably don't have a lobby to go to here. Winter Throgg versus Vampire Ghost. Oh wait, I want to spectate. There we go. It has a spectator slot. Boom. Sylvania. Neck bet. Invite to lobby. God bless Pugnabone. Pugnabone's just chilling. He's waiting. He's like, I got a bye in the first round, and then my opponent had to go play in a clan war, so I'll be here, you guys. You guys just, y'all play without me. Shetland, if it helps the scab is aimed correctly, it still does good damage. Alright. So Random Nick's already played 1 game on stream, though it was a replay. So this is our first of seeing the live Random Nick's experience. And this is the first semifinal. Go back to the thing. Sylvania versus Throgg, and Ice Power waits on Liberos for the winner of Caledor versus Eshin, which will be after this game. We'll go down and spectate that, and keep moving on. I know everybody hates Altar of Ultimate Darkness, but I really wanted to have that be the final. Just the fucking Altar of Ultimate Darkness, the biggest meme to end a meme tournament, but when I proposed it to players, I was like, alright, vote. Who thinks we should do Altar of Ultimate Darkness? And it was a hard no. I think the vote was like 8-0 or something. It was brutal. It was brutal. Any bets on who's going to win from the remaining? The only one we haven't seen play is Caledor, but you can see on the blocker what they do. They can take the special high elf Caledor dragons. Yeah. Guns go burr. Make it the fall of man. I mean, if it's Sylvania, it might be the fall of man. Though I suppose there's no human factions left, are there? Eshin, Liberos, Sylvania, Throgg. Yeah. Well, Throgg. If Throgg beats him, but this would have to be the fall of man, because this is the last faction with humans in it. Not weird vampire humans. Marbad's Tune is another amazing map. I have literally never heard of that. Marbad's Tomb. So Random Nix can take, after he gets his required 5 units from the Monsters and Beasts tab, which includes dogs, so I mean, he should get it pretty easily. He can take some ogres. But do you want ogres against handgunners? They're too tall. Like, they're probably just going to get shot. But he is a memer. So we'll see. Unfortunately for Contende, he learned the wrath of the Sylvanian handgunners versus ogres when he had ogres and minotaurs in the very first game of the day with Taurox. And everything was just slightly taller than the front lines. So the handgunners were like, oh, hey! And that's why in my tier list for Warhammer 3 I put not the Troll Kings. Why the fuck can't I think of them? The Ogre Kingdoms. I put the Ogre Kingdoms at the bottom because I think unless they just have insane missile resist that's almost game breaking, they're going to be taller than the front line. They're always going to be taller than the front line. They're just going to get shot by a lot of game 2 factions and then Kislev and Cathay and stuff. What classifies as monsters and beasts for you? Anything in the tab. So dogs, manties, trolls, skin wolves, mammoths, wyverns, I'll move the blocker so you can see what I'm talking about. See that tab that just says monsters and beasts? I have to scroll up slightly. Yeah. So that's what Throgg's looking for. He needs 5 units from this category. Is that easy on Throgg? You might be like, well, wow, can't believe Throgg gets it so easy, fucking wow. I mean, yeah. But it's fucking Throgg, dude. He was in a war with Chaos, so it was the Beastmen factions that had just recently been buffed. This might have even been before the hotfix. I don't remember when the Civil War took place. So he's with broken-ass Taurox. The Wargors back when they were fucking busted, too. Then he had Chaos to deal with. Archaons, Arthuriel, Sigvald. And then even if you were playing as Norska, there was Wulfric, who's just better. So yes, Throgg's faction is easy to fulfill his faction requirements, because Throgg needs a little bit of help once in a while. Frost worms, not wyverns, my bad. It's the tiny one with so many obstacles, units can barely walk through them. I've never played that. I need to go play that now. Okie dokie. International seems like Challenge. It sounds like Challenge is having problems for a lot of people right now. That Estalian League's having a little bit of trouble. Okay, I'll keep this up so I can check on people's armies. Sylvania's super easy, so we'll probably start with them first. Alright, no ghosts in Manfred. That's all you need. Manfred, no ghosts. Got it. For Throgg, we have 3 dogs and 2 war mammoths, so he succeeded. He has Throgg, and he didn't bring any ogre units because he didn't want to get shot. Fair enough? Fair enough. Can Throgg, Rep Norska, get through the semifinals and take them to the finals and prove that they are the best faction in the whole world? Let's find out. As for Neckbed, he's still organizing some of his army, but we do have a bunch of skeleton spearmen, some zombies. We have Manfred Double White King, very standard over there. It looks like we have 3 Sylvanian handgunners, 2 Blood Knights, 3 dogs, including the Dire Pack, anti-large dogs, and we have the Königstein Stalkers, poison skeleton warriors. For Throgg, we have 2 Norskin Warhounds, 1 Norskin Ice Wolf, 2 War Shrine Mammoths. We have Throgg, Famir Balefiend of Fire with Flaming Sword of Ruin and Burning Head, and then we have 5 Berserkers. It's a very simple chew-through build, and actually I kind of like this from Random Nix, because handgunners don't do much against Berserkers. They're low to the ground, and they're going to chew through the front line. And as soon as they engage the front line, you're going to get that issue of, straight projectile units usually can't see over your own front line, which is, I was talking about it earlier with the ogres and minotaurs. That's why they get shot, but infantry will have a harder time being mulched down. So it's just going to be about making sure these war shrine mammoths don't get deleted by the handgunners, and you'll be okay. Cyrus in chat just pointing out, yeah, mammoths are going to get shot. We'll see. I mean, Random Nick's had to know that was coming. He's been watching the stream, and he's been watching Sylvania, let's say, dominate. How you doing time-wise in a game before yours? No rush, just planning. Okay. And I poked Bird, so I don't come out of this replay and have no idea what the fuck's going on. Looks like we overcast another Spirit Leech, but where did it go? Went onto the Familiar Balefiend of Fire. I guess that's fine. Manfred can heal up, so I guess his health doesn't matter as much. I think it's a lot of wins of magic, though. Overcasting Spirit Leech is, what, 11 wins? Onto a Familiar Balefiend. Norscan Ice Wolves are going for a little bit of a soiree. Dire Wolves are waiting to catch them, though. So are Blood Knights. Vampire Count's army reorganizing a little bit. Manfred's going to run out. Looks like he wants to throw another Spirit Leech down, but maybe not overcast it this time, or where is he going? Yeah, he's just going to Spirit Leech. A little bit more poke. Familiar are hardy lads, though, so they're going to be okay. Boom. Sorry, just doing some messages. So, the front lines have almost gotten here. Handgunners are just going to shoot at the Berserkers and do very, very little damage, as I'm unfortunately aware from my Rattling Gunners doing almost the exact same thing. War Shrine Mammoths are going to start dodging a little bit, trying to avoid these shots as best they can, and Norscan Ice Wolves are coming in to clean up. We have one Burning Head to try and take out the Skeleton Spearmen that are between the Berserkers. That's really good placement, honestly, because even though it's not a frontline unit, it's a secondary line unit, and he was already having Berserkers move up through here, so he's trying to weaken that even further so the Berserkers can actually get in range quicker. Dogs are pulling away the Blood Knights and other dogs. That's pretty decent, and a Scab Scrape is going to try and hurt a bunch of the Berserkers, which it does. They have very low armor, but frontline's getting deleted. War Shrine Mammoths could say the same, though, and it's very, very quick murder happening on this side. Norscan Ice Wolves were caught by basic dogs, and they are going to get routed off. Berserkers are having a little bit of trouble getting through. The War Shrine Mammoth is trying to help them out. Giver of Glory gives them even more melee attack, taking them up to 72, and that's not including their bonus versus infantry. And they are getting through these spearmen awful quick. And handgunners are even having to get pulled back as the Berserkers are starting to leech off the front line. War Shrine Mammoth over here also getting shot and now surrounded by Blood Knights and Spearmen. Oof. Bad time to be him, but the Berserkers are very healthy. Throgg is coming over. Does he have his Crown of Command? No, he has Fight or Die that he can maybe pop and try to keep this thing in, but it's already routed, and Throgg is now trying to fight Manfred von Karstein. Burning Head does do some good damage to the Sylvanian handgunners, tickles them a little bit, as the Königsson Stalkers are pulled up to stop these Berserkers. Frontline for the Vampire Counts is almost entirely collapsed. The Berserkers are now free to run rampant. Throgg is bullying Manfred quite a bit, but he's now starting to pull away as Blood Knights are here, and they go, hey, brah. Hey, brah. You want to go? And their answer was no. Berserker is trying to clean up these Sylvanian handgunners, but it does look like the balance of power is going to get away from the Norskins at this point. And the War Shrine Mammoths were just too tall. Too tall. Blood Knight's taking them to Poundland. Pound Town. Trying to think. I mean, this is a for fun tournament, so maybe Random Nix just wanted to do what Random Nix was going to do. But super meta tryhard thing to do would be like take 5 dogs, like 4 dogs, and then an Ice Wolf, so all of your monster requirements were met by low to the ground units, and then just spam infantry. That could have been a way to go, but Random Nix did not feel like meta tryharding. Random Nix felt like taking Throgg and some fucking mammoths. That's going to be a nasty burning head. Ouch. Ouch, part 2, Electric Boogaloo. He's going to rout off those units, but Throgg hits the army losses, and he's gone. Bird is done with his 2v2, and then he is free. Well, he's not done with his 2v2. When he's done with his 2v2, he will be free. So I might have to fill time. Might have to. Sylvanian handgunners, decent value. Blood Knights, pretty okay value. Manfred did well, but it's very spread out. GG, well played. At least no ghost units. GG, well played. The joke behind that is they were talking, these two were talking in the lobby before that Sylvania not getting ghost units is pretty okay for them. And that's pretty funny. I'll load up in a quick battle while we wait for Butcherbird, but their 2v2 just started, so they should be done relatively soon. It's going to be up to Ice Power, Pugnabone, or Butcherbird to stop the rampage of Sylvania through this tournament. The absolute rampage. I suppose I could open Valkanos' stream and see how Bird's doing. Velkonos. Rambling Man Govia. Alright, alright. They are loading in. Ooh. I'll keep the score to myself in case anybody wants to watch it back later. Okay, what are we doing here versus Lizardmen? Oh, what do we want to do? Let's go Queek. We love Queek in this house. I always use assassins. Screw that. We'll get a chieftain and pretend it's Ska Bloodtail, his faithful companion. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. As a caster, we'll get a warlock engineer with Howling Warp Gale and Death Frenzy. Okay. Justify my faction choice. I thought it would be interesting games, but the matchups I got really didn't appreciate the guns. Yeah, it happens, dude. It happens. At least you're always bringing Manfred. We love Manfred in this house. Okay. So if we're just going to run at them, that's why I bring Queek's item here, is because I'm not going to have Poison Wind Globes or anything, so I actually would want that armor and melee defense reduction for my Plague Monks. We'll get some Plague Monks, a couple Storm Vermin to hold up the flanks. Then we can get Death Globes, purple Death Globes. Did I mention Death Globes? Because Death Globes. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Dogs. We'll get dogs. Oh, boy. Oh, stretch. Oh. Neckbet, to defend your honor, I did mention it in your game against Blood Penguin, but like he had some archers that did pretty good work against your handgunners, and his cav did okay against your handgunners. I just think questing knights weren't the right pick because they lost to Blood Knights anyway. And Blood Penguin's a really good player, so I'm not trying to like shit talk the guy, but just post-game analysis, hindsight's 2020. If questing knights are still going to lose to Blood Knights, you might as well just take a bunch of knights errant and get more of a surround going on and really pressure those handgunners, because we saw they did well. And then Alberic cycle charging with the Royal Hippogriff Knights was actually doing a ton of work as well. So you could use Knights Errant and Knights of the Realm to bail them out whenever they were in trouble. That or go way heavier on the archers. But it felt like Blood Penguin's build is playing more around winning individual knight fights rather than dealing with the faction that was actually in front of them. So I think there's been some winnable games. I just don't think, they went their way. Okay, so we have Stormies holding up the flanks. We'll have dogs ready to run down Chameleon Stalkers or whatever. And then Queek and the badass Queek squad. Well, that map sucks. You just looked at it. I also asked Team Boy it was too tryhard. He said no. Everyone blame him. It's true. It's all my fault. No Gorich. I can't always do Gorich, alright? I'm sick of tryharding. Sick of it. Run at him. Hey, Ice Power. We're playing one random-ass quick battle while we wait for Butcherbird to finish up his 2v2 versus RTK. Then he is around. Pug to Bone never went anywhere. So your opponent will be up in the next game. Okay, alright, okay. Fucking Chameleon Stalkers. Fucking yikes.
Hee hee. We're so slow and it hurts. Oh, it all hurts us.
Bow. Bow, bow, bow. Optica. Optica. I'm shocked these wolf rats are hanging on. Like, oh my god. You absolute champions. I don't deserve you, and you're all precious to me. Okay. Dogs pull back.
Warlock Engineer.
How are we doing here? Perpy perp globes. Hit those skinks. You do this. Storm vermin, move up. Plague monks, move up. Now the time of the purple globes have arrived. Okay, that was a lot. That was... You can tone it down. You can tone it the fuck down. Dive in like 600 times. Piece of shit. Stormies come up here. You, I guess, hit that Bastildon in the face. How are our dogs? Come on. Come back. Okay. I'll pop the armor-piercing thing. And this like, Troglodon thing is not letting my globes do their job. How are you doing? I suppose we could throw down something over here. Haven't used any of my spells yet. It's probably not good. Just haven't had a good target. Well, that's a Skink Oracle. I could have been debuffing him. I honestly thought that was just, you know, the one-off hero. Okay, Stormies, come over here. Overcast that over there where it's going to do some good work. Poison, Death Globe, Wind Globes are doing okay. We are playing this like fucking trash. I'm the trash man. Okay, don't bother chasing off skinks, random storm vermin. Come with me. Come with me. And you'll see the world of pure creation. Those poison death globes are dead. Those poison death globes are also dead. All my dogs go after him. My infantry come back, and let's get this debuff on him before he's out of range. Ah, he's out of range, that dick. Okay, dogs come back. Dogs come back. Okay, Queek, go rally over here. Poison death globes, do your best. How are we doing on a cast? Ooh, we do have our lore passive, so I'm going to cast this to try and break some stuff. I love breaking stuff. Okay, I want Oxy to come back here. That's kind of why I pulled all these dogs into the center, because I want him to feel safe enough to come back close so I can throw trophy heads on him with dog support, because dogs will do really well if his melee stats are garbage. But our blob of infantry is doing fine, especially because he took a build that's kind of meant to, like, kite, I guess. Okay, Oxy's getting close-ish. I need Queek to sneak over here and put his trophy heads down. Dogs mop up this for just a moment. Okay, and Queek is going to just walk ever closer. Dogs, get him! Go, dogs, go! Go, dogs, go! He has 5 melee defense. Get him, dogs, get him! Eat him alive! Kick his shins! Bite his, I don't know, lizard testicles! I don't really know what lizards have. I'm uneducated. Let's throw down another one of these just to lower leadership, and Oxyotle's dead as fuck. Okay, now that he's dead, I honestly just went strength in numbers because I was worried he would rout off my dogs. But now we can split up a little bit. I'll still have 2 dogs on him just because I don't really trust one dog to take him out alone. It's probably just going to rout for no reason. And Queek's had a hard time, you know, doing anything. But we love Queek. take the top of the hill for a little bit. Let's all just reconsider while we get kited by skink oracles for 35 minutes. Everything over here is shattered. Everything over here is shattered. So come home. Oxyotle's shattered. Actually, yeah, kill him because we want the Lord is Dead debuff.
Horde of Skeeven!
Ow, Queek is not enjoying whatever the fuck is happening to him right now.
Horde of Skeeven!
Alright, Queek, run away. Just because we don't want you to die. Oxy's dead. We have some dogs. Let's see if we can get some of the dogs over here. Ooh, Bastillodon. Don't mind if I do. Queek's armor piercing will carry us through the day. No, he immediately terror out of that fucking dick. Though I can cast that just for the sake of routing things. Rawr. It's all about the leadership. It's all about the leadership. Death globes, kill your own men, because I don't know. I'm kind of a bad person. Alright, Queek's been murdered. Dogs are trying to get involved. Also, Plague Monks are trying to get involved. Try to get a little bit more damage onto that thing. Nothing's close to breaking, so I'll hold on to that for now. Okay, that's the death gloves before they just killed themselves. Guess another one of these just to lower melee attack and leadership, I guess, but it's not a whole lot I can do. Chieftain's trying to keep up with this Revivification Crystal. Deathglow Bombardiers are doing their best. Let's get closer to the Warlock Engineer. You come back here. Now you can't get terror routed, so you have no fucking excuse to run away from that Bastillodon again. Okay, this guy's just walking up here. Death Globes? Death Globes. Good hit. Good hit. These dogs are going to shatter as soon as they get close to that, so I need to hold them off for a little bit. And you guys are winning in combat, and you just terror routed. There's no way you can terror out again. Don't give me that shit. Throw one more volley. Throw! Uh-oh. Well, that's no good. Okay, we've almost killed this guy, so keep on him. Death globes are coming. This ended up being a really close game just because of kiting. Now, obviously, if this was a tournament, there would be a lot of tournament rules being broken right now, but it's not, so quick battles. Because he can't run away with both units in a tournament like that, but he is, because reasons. Cast this, just for some leadership debuffs. And I swear to God, Death Globes, figure it out. Okay. Can you hit the dogs? So make them ITP? Make them ITP! Yes, we're routing off something. No, we are also routing. No! 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 Oh no! You still have these dogs, who are fresh, winded still. God damn it! Ah, my fucking dude routed again. You dick. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take all the Plague Monks, put them behind the Storm Vermin with shields. We're gonna put the dogs over here. And we're gonna have to wait them out. Are you guys being real with me right now? You're just gonna run off the map, you little turds. Okay. Time to camp the hill. Because if he's just gonna run away, then I don't give a shit. Anybody who says quick battles are superior to Ent Ladder. Liar. Someone please explain to me why Warp Lightning never gets used in multiplayer. It takes too long to cast, and it affects a circular area where Scorch is almost the same Winds of Magic cost, and it affects a line. And usually people are in lines, not in balls. Does the winner get to decide the Discord picture? No! No. What a battle tutorial. Okay, we'll just chill, I guess. Oh, my dog's routed. Sag. Your Skink Oracle routed, so what you gonna do about it, punk? Okay. We'll advance slowly. You guys walk. Try to get your vigor back. I can check on Valk's screen. On Valk's screen, the 2v2 is still going, so Bird isn't ready for us anyway, so I guess it's fine we're getting draw-kited right now. We'll send the Stormies out. Trying to keep this stuff back enough that he can't just shoot it for free. The little skink that could. I think the gigantic dinosaur that spits armor-piercing rounds that he's riding on top of does a little bit more in this situation than the skink. But we'll see. See, if there was one capture point in the middle, everything would be fine. That's why I would have wanted to a Warhammer 3. It's true. I'm fine with quick battles being domination just because people are assholes, but tournaments I'd prefer a mix of game modes. I think he fucked up though. I think we should be able to rout him here with the wolf rats on his ass. Oh my fucking god! They terror routed immediately. It's not even a natural route, so I'm curious why they're still debuffing all my guys. Alright, you're back, and you can't tear out for a little bit. Come here. Come here. Get in front of him. Get in front of him. Stop terror routing, you fucking cowards! Alright, we have the chieftain in here. If we get one hit, he terror outs too. Okay, balance power is very in our favor. It almost army lost him as our entire army routes. Oh my god, no. I'm going to throw these Poison Wind Globes just because I kind of need to. These Storm Vermin, I hope they don't get friendly fired, but I got to do a little bit more damage to this guy. Plague Monks are back from their terror route. Charge him for the leadership bonus. Charge him for the leadership bonus. Dogs are back. Oh my god. Dogs. Oh, fuckers. Okay. Okay. I can't believe the chieftain was that cowardly, but that's usually why I don't take a chieftain. That's why I take an assassin, is because he's a piece of shit. Guess we'll go back to standing by our Poison Wind Globes and just waiting for the inevitable end of all things. Maybe he hoped his routing unit would rally, the one that just ran off the map. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Let's reconnect with everybody. Fuckers in your stupid terror route, pieces of shit. Alright. I would leave if the next match was ready, but the next match is not ready. They're still playing their 2v2. So we're unfortunately just chilling. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. That guy has one shot left. Go ahead, shoot your shot. Do it. Okay. So no more missile debuff. No more. No more. Okay. How are we doing here? Very tired? You're all still very tired? Are you at least exhausted? Yeah, at least you're exhausted. Okay. Get him. Leadership buff from charging. No, you terror out it again. Damn it. Alright, we still have some of them. Opal Amulets popped. Is leadership's wavering? Wavering. Wavering. Nope, he gets cold-blooded back, so he's chilling, he's vibing. He's taking a lot of damage. That terror route turned into a natural route, which I'm not surprised. Those plague ones are super injured. Must hang in there until cold-blooded wears off. More terror routes coming in for other things. Storm Vermin, Sword and Shield, though. You guys can do it, right? Right. Probably not. Infinite terror routes. When is that cold-blooded gonna fucking wear off? Globes are back. Globes are back. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Cold-blooded wore off. He's at 6 leadership. We can do it. Get him. Get him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Persistence. Wait, no, he was negative. Fuck, how did he rally? All right, good. He got out of here. Jesus Christ. Hey, the 2v2 just finished up. That game was perfectly long enough. What's so terrifying about a big scaly dog? You're a big scaly dog. This is legal? Contende, this is a quick battle. I have no control over what they do. Tournament rules are there to prevent this sort of tomfoolery. Okay. Bird is back, so we can get this game on the road. Pugnabone gets to motherfucking play. Did they already have a lobby? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So we're going to do Subfaction War because we're going to do this game straight into Ice Power, straight into the finals. So we're just doing this lobby. This is it. This is the lobby that we will do forever. I need to find Crowfather and Pug. Did I miss him already? Shit. There's Pug and Bone. Okay. Boom. Back on to the main event. That was just a one-off thing while we waited for some of our players. So, boom. Back to Subfaction War. And left screen. Take you here. We can close that. Caledor versus Eshin. Busherbird versus Pugnabone. Whoever wins that will fight Ice Power on Liberus. And whoever wins that will fight Neckbet on Sylvania in the finals. Let's go. 3 games left. Back to back to back. We aren't friends? Why not? Oh, that's right. We live close enough geographically that we've never needed to be friends to find each other in the game. So Caledor is the only faction we have not seen yet today, and Pugnabone is going to be taking them. Take the sub-faction. You must take 2 dragons. Only life, high, and fire magic are allowed. May take the sub-faction specific dragons, though. And the rule is bypassed that you can... You're okay, dude. Hey, man. The rule is bypassed that you can't take a star dragon and another dragon. Pugnabone can take a star dragon and another dragon. Can't take 2 star dragons, but, you know. When I made the High Elf Civil War, I honestly forgot you couldn't take a star dragon and another dragon because I didn't play a lot of High Elves at the time. And that was a whole kerfluffle. So then for this thing, I'm like, he can take a star dragon and another dragon. Be ready for 2 fucking dragons. Like, bring some archers, bring some guns, do something. Yeah. If his faction says he has to bring 2 dragons and you bring an all melee army with no ranged units, I don't expect to get an angry DM. Can't believe you let him take 2 fucking dragons. How was I supposed to know that he was gonna breath attack me, you piece of shit? He's probably gonna breath attack you. Though I am a piece of shit. So we have Eshin. Let's see if Eshin can do it. I mean, I gotta be honest, I'm not loving Pug's chances at the moment, with Skaven being the best anti-air faction that's ever been invented. And you know there's gonna be 2 high-value targets in the sky. Call me upsetty spaghetti. But I'd like to see it. I think I'm actually okay with either player winning this because I love my Skaven, but also I think it'd be fun to see how Ice Power is going to handle Double Dragon versus his snakes. Maybe Sparkle Stalkers would do okay. I don't know. As for dealing with Sylvania in the end, I think Caledor would have the hardest time. I think Eshin can handle them okay, and I think Tomb Kings can handle them okay, but Ice Power's just, like... If we're all being objective, Ice Power's probably the best player left out of the 4. Pugnabone, Butcherbird, Ice Power, Neckbet, yeah. So that one I would just say Ice Power is probably the best chance to beat Sylvania. Bird's also quite good. It's just like... It's kind of like I was talking about with the Warhammer 3 stuff. When there was that Turin tournament, you know, people were asking me who's going to win. And I'm like, Anticity's going to win no matter what faction he's on, because I just think he's a different caliber of player. Same sort of thing here. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. Dragons versus snakes. A Scaly's dream. It's everybody's dream. I'll message Ice Power and say you're up after this in case he tuned out of the stream. And I know Neckbet's been chilling around, so I don't have to remind him. I can hear Ice Power blushing over the channel. Oh, are you guys chilling in voice? Not that I can see. You're not in the RTK voice. Oh wait, Vertical Cliff. You're not Call HR. I don't know why I thought you were. Your picture's similar to his Discord picture. Probably where I got confused. Alright, let's shrink this. Just because I need to check the armies real quick. I glanced at birds and it looked fine. Yeah. I didn't check Pugnabones though. Wee, loading in. Look at the landscapes. Oh, that's actually going to be annoying. If Warhammer 3 doesn't have a better camera than Warhammer 2, the debug camera isn't going to be out, so I can't just fix it. So I might have to play at like super close range all the time, which would be annoying. Though I think the maps would be better for me to scroll around. Oh, okay, alright. Did someone summon you? Yeah, dude, you're after this game. Okay, so the blocker, I know the blocker's there, I'm using it just for this. So Bird has plenty of vanguarded units. He does have an Eshin Sorcerer, so he fulfilled his requirements. For Caledor, we have 2 dragons, which is totally perfect. That's what they need. And then for Caster, we have an Archmage of Fire. So yep, blocker can go away. Both armies are fulfilling their sub-faction requirements. For the High Elves, we have 5 Rangers. We have Archers, 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 Archers. So 4 Archers. We have 3 Spearmen, an Archmage of Fire with Fireball and Burning Head. And then we have Lormarox, the Frozen Breath, with Frostbite, armor-piercing stuff, some Frost Breath, and a Chilling Aura. So it's pretty much a Frostworm that doesn't suck. And we have Ymrath the Eternal, a Star Dragon with 80 fucking melee attack, Primal Rage, which is like the Norskin passive for all their units, Unbreakable, and Star Dragon Breath. Cool. But no healing for them. No healing. On the other side, for Ziskavan, we do not have any Rattling Guns, which is what I was expecting, so that's going to be interesting. We have Eshin Triads, Death Runners, Gutter Runner Slings, 1 with Poison, 2 without, 3 without. Victor's Death Squad on the far side. We have some Wolf Rats, all of them with Poison. We have a Howling Warp Gale caster, that is the Aerial Net. Master Assassin with Looming Dread, that lowers missile resist and melee defense and speed and stuff. Slippery, and then in the forest we do have the Eshin Sorcerer with Warp Stars and Brittle Bone. I think the Skaven are going to be in trouble. I think without Rattling Guns or Jezzails, they're not going to be able to nuke down the dragons fast enough with just slings. Slings will do okay, but I don't think they'll do enough. You've meant the English channel. Oh, Vertical Cliff. I see, I see. Yeah. Yeah, and I think the archers are going to do fine. Archers also would struggle a little bit versus Jezzails because they're silver shielded and super long range. But I think Pug's got a good shot. I think, and he's in the box, so of course we love that formation. We love the box. And Cyrus, nice job getting rid of the Slanesh bot. Thank you for that. You're crushing it. Alrighty. Double dragon, double dragon. How we gonna do it? Cause you're dragon. It's kind of cool that this one's a moon dragon, but it's all yellow. That's interesting. This one just honestly looks exactly like a star dragon. But he is triple gold chevron. He's unbreakable with 90 leadership? Wait, don't unbreakable units normally have a base stat of 1,000? That's kind of interesting. Okay. And then your leadership's 85. Let's see what the High Elves got. Otherwise, is everybody left evil? I don't think the Tomb Kings are evil. Tomb Kings are kind of neutral. High Elves are good guys, Tomb Kings are neutral, and then Skaven and Vampire Counts are definitely evil. So this is the last full good guy left in the tournament. Let us see. So the Gutter Runners are actually hidden. The High Elf army can't see anything besides these Wolf Rats right now, so they're just trying to move up very slowly. And the Gutter Runners now have fired, revealing themselves, and the Archers are going to run up and try to trade with them, it looks like. Gutter Runners are decently able to deal with this. They have, like, Dodge, which apparently does some weird missile stuff. I think that mostly just means that they have the physical resist. I think that's a fancy way of saying that. But they do have 20% physical resist, which is pretty good. First Fireball, going to hit the Warlock Engineer. You hate to see it as a Skaven player. Basic Fireball is one of the most dangerous things in the world. High Elves are evil. You're evil. Nasty volley from the Archers, taking out a bunch of Gutter Runners, and that is a concerning trend for the start of this game. Now, if I was Pugnabone and I had perfect micro, I would switch out your Rangers for the Shielded Spearmen at this point. Yeah. But all micro is limited. Counts are as neutrals as Tomb Kings? No, counts aren't neutral. Counts are big evil. Another Fireball hitting the Warlock Engineer, really going to stop him from casting his nets as the Gutter Runners keep teeing off into these Rangers. And now we see the Archers advancing. The Spearmen aren't taking the Rangers' place, and we do have Ixchis Triads running up. They're going to summon, most likely behind the Archers, try to keep them in place while they get involved. Death Runners are sprinting up, killing a bunch of Spearmen, and Rangers are also going to fight them. I don't know how this goes between Rangers and Death Runners, because the Death Runners' armor sundering is completely wasted. A Dragon Breath attack and a Burning Head is attempting to deal with some of the Skaven infantry. A little bit of friendly fire onto the Spearmen from the Breath attack there, but it still gets good value overall considering how elite the units are. Gutter Runners are sprinting in. They get hit in the side by a Breath attack, and Rangers are going to catch up to them, so that is going to be a bad trade for them. And Death Runners, the Victor's Death Squad, are trading with Rangers and Spearmen on the far side. Archers are just trying to find a home right now as Dogs are charging in, and these Dragons have to get very involved in melee if they want to rout off these Dogs. It looks like that is what they're trying to do at the moment. Howling Warp Gale is going to lock down that Dragon, just stop it from being able to go where it wants to and charge all the Dogs. But Yimarath is going to come over and do it instead. And I imagine these Dogs will very quickly get routed off here, especially since there's a Dragon behind it and in front of it. Bounce power is roughly even, a little in the favor of Skaven, and I would tend to agree, but we'll see how these routes go that are coming in. Because the start of the battle is going to be good for the Skaven as they're rushing from all sides, just if they can keep it up. All the Eshin rush builds have this same sort of battle pattern. Goes great at first. Ixchis Triads are routing off. Other Triads also thinking about going. We have 2 Archers that haven't routed yet and some various Rangers and Spearmen that are doing okay. Not living their best life, but they're doing okay. Basic Fireball hits the Master Assassin. If he is within vision, I think all the following Fireballs will go after him. And the Eshin Sorcerer is going to overcast the little ninja stars do good damage to the Archmage, but also does decent damage to himself. A beautiful breath attack takes out dogs and almost routs these triads as well, and the Rangers look like they're going to be able to finish that fight. Master Assassin gets gooned out by both of the named dragons that I'm not even going to attempt to do their name at this moment. The Master Assassin routing. Dogs are chewing down the Archmage of Fire, though. One of these dragons, if it can, should go over here and try to bail out this Archmage, because she is not having a good time. That are the Archers. Archers could fire over here and rout off the dogs pretty effectively. Archmage is maybe possibly going to get out. And the Archers do turn. They're now shooting. Dogs immediately abandon their quarry to go after the Archers because they know they can't handle it. But they terror out just from the concept of a dragon being anywhere near them. Warlock Engineer takes a massive hit from that Star Dragon. And a fireball sneaks over his wing, down across the way, and hits the Master Assassin, routing him yet again. Minus 70 leadership for just a moment there, but he is going to rally a little bit. What affected him? He has a debuff like aura, but it doesn't look like anything's hitting him. Oh, it might be the armor sundering from those triads. Skaven are falling very behind on the balance of power. You can see these dogs are so low on health that they just lose to the archers coming up. And these dogs are going to get onto the archers, but I imagine if Lamorex turns around and fights, he'll be okay. Gutter Runners are taking out their vengeance on Ymruth. That's going okay for them. Master Assassin has rallied in the distance. He's stalked. He can't be sniped out anymore by fireballs. And the Eshin Sorcerer trying to hit, it looks like Lamaro. Lamaro? Wait, how could you see him? No way that fireball could see him, but with Slippery and all the movement speed in the world, Butcherbird is able to dodge the fireball. Very, very good stuff there. But I would focus the rest of your Warp Stars on that Fire Mage. Take her out. Lower the leadership of the High Elves a little bit, but it might be too little, it might be too late as Death Runners get fucking roasted by Ymruth. Forgot how balanced these CE dragons are. Campaign exclusives? Yeah, campaign exclusive dragons are nuts. But, I mean, they're mortal. They can be killed by Rattling Gunners or Doom. High Elves running around. It is all but over for the Skaven at this point. Both the dragons are still quite healthy. Gutter Runners have plenty of ammunition, but just not a lot of places to go. And their Master Assassin is very low on health. All their supporting infantry is low on health. Fireball Caster is still casting fireballs, and oh, shit. I know why she can keep seeing him. He doesn't have snipe. Every time he throws a shuriken, he reveals where he is. Without their Lord, you can see these 3 units, probably even the Ixchus Triads, are all going to rout, especially with friends routed nearby. They'll also rout, and this is going to be a chain rout that leads into army losses. Well played by Eshin, but it is the end of the road. The High Elves are too strong. So there's 1 evil, 1 neutral, and 1 good left. Who will prevail? That's what we all care about. That's what we're doing here. Master Assassin got 148 value. He does not throw his shurikens very fast or very accurately. Grieven, that mage has so much experience, her fireballs became homing and finding missiles. Basic fireball is a hell of a drug. Gunner Runners got pretty okay value. 2 of them got shut down very quickly. Death Runners didn't have as good of a time, and Dogs actually did quite well. Damn, is that not how I'm supposed to play that matchup? Full Eshin? Maybe not. Maybe not. Rangers did okay. And the 2 campaign exclusive dragons did fine. They had plenty of health left. They were okay. Let's get ice power. Boom. So that was the last of the quarterfinals. Now we're into the second semifinal. Ice power on his way. Altdorf outskirts. Yo, yo. Map set. So now it is Caledor versus the Tomb Kings. More specifically, the Court of Liberas. And whoever wins that'll go fight Sylvania, and that'll be end of the stream. So 2 games left. Hang in there, everybody. Hang in there. I know it's been kind of a jank-ass stream, but we're getting through. We are getting through. Also, another shout-out to Bannable Borps for contributing the entire prize pool for this tournament. With 12 players, $10 a piece, that's $120. He is an absolute champion. And a great human being. Oh, thank you, good sir. Dun, dun, dun. I'm putting a poll up in the chat for you people. I'll be right back. Gotta pee. I am back. Still disappointed you didn't change Sylvania to Von Karstein and Manny Necrarch to Vladdy Daddy, Mama Isa and Karstein Lord. But, like, he chose Sylvania. There was a Von Karstein subfaction, he just didn't pick that one. They existed. I'm not gonna force a subfaction onto him. The man wanted to play with some handguns. Alright, I'm back. I don't know if this camera's going to show it very well. But let's see. Can you see the fucking shiner I got from the dog? It's like, this is my normal eye. And then this is my black eye from when the dog, like, slammed her nose into my face. I'm curious if that comes across at all. It's like, I got a dark purple streak down at the bottom. Fucking hurts! Don't let your dog headbutt your face. It's not smart. Snakes and dragons tied. Nobody thinks Sylvania can do it. What up, Doomsage? How you doing, dude? Doomsage, just for you and also to buy time while they build their armies. Here's how today's Faction War has gone so far. Taurox versus Sylvania. Sylvania gunned down Taurox. Sylvania versus Bordelo. Excellent Blood Knight play. And handgunners defeated all the knights. And Sylvania versus Throgg. Handgunners killed some mammoths. Plus Blood Knights surrounded the poor mammoths and dragged them down. Earlier in the day, Midland took on Crooked Moon. Crooked Moon outskirmished Midland. Then Throgg showed them the meaning of true skirmish cav. And really ran him around the map for a little bit, but we know the end of Throgg. Nakai the Wanderer piloted me, fought a bunch of bare-naked ladies of Hargoneth. We did manage to win through sheer tenacity and big dinos, but then Ice Power showed us that snakes beat dinos in the rock, paper, scissors of the wild, and they're now fighting Caledor. Earlier, Eshin pounded the Dreadfleet with a bunch of slingers, which is kind of a weird way to go down, just getting hit in the head with a rock. And then we just watched dragons eat a bunch of rats, so dragons versus snakes, and in the finals are zombies with guns. Cool. All caught up. Plug and Bone's almost ready. The rules of Sylvania should be the Von Karstein rules. Liar! Manny is just a necromancer with thralls, no human collaborators. That was the true Emperor Vladdy Daddy's way of war. Yeah, but when I was making up the ways that the different vampire accounts factions could be different, Vlad was I think I gave him like more vampire heroes because in campaign, doesn't Isabella get a bunch of vampire heroes at the start and she buffs them a lot? Yeah. Welcome back, Doomsage. Welcome back. I do think, like, if Neckbet takes some handgunners, versus both of these factions. Like, Ice Power could have chariots and just roll through the front line pretty okay. Also, those campaign exclusive Snake Knights might just pound through his front line and walk over to the handgunners. And if you countercharge them with Blood Knights, if he has your Shopty Greatbow, won't you just take a lot of damage? So I think he has an angle there. For Pug to Bone, he could go with another archer heavy build like we saw versus Butcherbird, and then have the archers beat your handgunners. And if you have dogs or knights or something to move up and try and take out his archers, then there's two dragons waiting to just jump on him. So I honestly do think both of these factions have a way to fight back against Necbeth's Sylvania. Yeah. I think it'll be okay. Boom. Bam, bam, boom. Alright, looking for 2 dragons. High magic, fire magic, or life magic. And then for ice power, 5 snakes. The Karstein's Blood Kiss is what gives you the handgunners. Well, I'm not perfect. We have Sepulchral Stalkers, Eyes of the Desert. We have the 1 Tomb Scorpion. We have Caledor, her snake, and then the 2 campaign-exclusive snakes, so Ice Power's fulfilled his armor requirements. Aside from that, we have Skeleton Warriors, Skeleton Spears, 2 Chariots, and a Lich Priest of Light with Shem's Brain Gaze and Net. Very nice. For Caledor, we have Gordonar, Champion of the Flames. His melee stats are kind of garbage, but he does have a rebirth chance. Okay, so he's like a Phoenix Dragon. Got it. And he does have a breath attack. On the other side, we do still have Ymrith the Eternal, the unbreakable star dragon we saw last time. Supporting all these things, we have an Archmage of Life with Regrowth, Earthblood, and then some Arcane Conduit tools. We have Rangers, double Phoenix Guard, and 3 Illyrian Reavers. Okay. All right. That's a spicy high elf build. That is a spicy high elf build. Campaign exclusive snakes are not that good, do you think? Well, sir, you think wrong. Look at these lads. 7,600 HP, 1,100 armor, 76 speed, 55-54 for their melee stats, and some armor piercing. They are sticky. They're sticky boys. They're very hard to kill, very hard to take down. 54 melee defense. What's Tomb Scorpion? Tomb Scorpion has 33. Caledor has 60. Each one of these boys is almost a lord. Wait, no, those are the Sparkle Stalkers. Where are they? There. Each one of these boys is almost a lord. Look at them. Look at them go. Look at them balance on those snakes. Could you balance on a snake like that? Fuck no. They're OP. I do think the Phoenix Guard will have a good time this game, though. They have a lot of stuff they want to go fight. The only thing they'll want to avoid is the Chosen of the Gods. But honestly, looking at Ice Power's build and looking at the high elves he's fighting, the Chosen of the Gods have too many targets, which is a weird problem to have. But they kind of want to shoot the Phoenix Guard. They kind of want to shoot the dragons. And they're not going to have enough ammo to kill everything. Hubby rules. You must take Star plus Moondragon. Tiago, it's a Subfaction War. All right, Ice Power gets the spooky campaign-exclusive snakes. Caledor gets campaign-exclusive dragons. It's gonna be fine. Why is Cyrus messaging me? We know you aren't perfect. Oh, Cyrus. Trolling me and hurting my feelings at the same time, as per usual. Alright, Chosen of the Gods firing at Gordonar. But some of their shots missing, and that's honestly tragic. Because they don't have that much ammunition. How much do they even have? 21? 21? It's not that much. Illyrian Reavers chasing off the chariots. I don't know if Illyrian Reavers even do that much damage to the chariots, but I think it was more just Ice Power was wondering what they were and backed off in the meantime. And look at that charge from the Venom Knights of Asaph, just taking down the Rangers. And Gordonar is going to land on their flank, but they're not really taking any damage yet. We'll see how that goes. Star Dragon Breath attack does more damage to the Rangers around it than the Venom Knights themselves. And I'm already concerned. They're not taking any damage. Phoenix Guard are running up here, and now they start to do some good work. Phoenix Guard are really taking them to task. And an Earthblood is cast already over here trying to bail out the Illyrian Reavers and Gordonar. Gordonar. Ymrith is netted, and Chosen of the Gods are going to start firing at him, but... What the fuck? Is that a thing? Wait, that's a thing? Is it doing damage? That's a thing? They can bounce off of trees? The hell is that? Okay, cool. And by cool, I mean not cool, but cool. Yeah, sure. Illyrian Reavers are going to get charged down by the Venom Knights. That's fine. They're kind of a chaff version of cavalry, so they don't really care if they lose them too much. And as for the Tomb Kings or Skeleton Warriors, about to get punked by Gorgonar and Ymrith. And these Eyes of the Desert are at about half health. And very, very close to Ymrith, so they're not going to enjoy that one bit. Nice Breath Attack takes out an entire Skeleton Warrior unit, but I'm wondering if it actually did damage to the Phoenix Guard as well, because they're not looking too hot. And a rear charge from Gorgonar onto Caledor is going to do so much damage. Oh boy, if those Phoenix Guard were ITP, then Caledor would probably be dead right now, but I guess she's going to be okay. Do you want to burn a regrowth onto the guy that maybe is going to rebirth? I don't know, because he maybe rebirths, but if he doesn't, then you're going to feel like a real asshole for not saving him. Gorgonar is actually going to get a regrowth. Is it overcasted? Nope, just regular regrowth. I agree with that. And the Tomb Scorpion is taking a lot of damage from Gorgonar and the Phoenix Guard, and then Ymrith is coming over here and trying to take care of business. For the Venom Knights, one of them's at about half health, chasing around Illyrian Reavers, trying to keep the Chosen of the Gods perfectly safe and happy. And for the other one, they are pretty much full health. We have a full health Phoenix Guard around here, and this is actually a super close game. I don't hate the High Elf's position in it. And Caledor took a little bit more damage. Now Chosen of the Gods are still teeing off onto Gorgonar. He's not enjoying that very much at all, but maybe he'll get his rebirth. I don't know. We'll see. Chosen Gods are running a little low on ammunition too. Sparkle Stalkers have plenty of ammunition, but they just had trouble firing. Sparkle Stalkers are one of the janky things. What a game. It's about to be replaced, but it can still surprise us. We'll never give up on the jank of Warhammer 2. Gorgonar is running away. He's definitely going to rally, but he hasn't procced his rebirth yet. Mage of Life, just trying to get some mana back in the woods and fight some chariots, I guess. Caledor gets dove on by Ymrith, who just... He doesn't miss. The boy don't miss. He does have 80 melee attack plus, like, 55 charge bonus, so he does have, like, over 100 melee attack when he lands on something, but damn. Caledor's crumbling. She is going to rally a little bit, and these Venom Knights are keeping him on the ground. He's not enjoying that at all. He needs to stop getting staggered. That's the big thing. But at this point, he might just want to turn and fight, unfortunately enough for him. Phoenix Guard are going to get onto the Chosen of the Gods, though, and they will die very quickly. Is Gorgonar back yet? Yeah, he is. Gorgonar's back, and better than ever. Ushapti Summon might honestly come right here and just try to block in Ymrith, who I believe is trying to hit Caledor. In fact, he did a little bit more damage to her. Some of his flat splash attacks are hitting her, and she is starting to actually rout. By rout, I mean, you know, crumble. More Venom Knights are here. They're also going to swoop in and trap in poor Gorgonar. What's going on with him? There's some sort of buff or debuff or something I can't see. Caledor is crumbling yet again. She's sub 100 health and she might actually die. Phoenix Guard are pushing their way through the front line. Chosen of the Gods, Sparkle Stalkers are very low. High Elves are falling a little bit behind in the balance of power, but Gorgonar's coming. Can he save his friend? Takes a little bit of Shem's Burning Gaze damage. Honestly, not much at all, and he's going to come over here. How's Caledor doing? Okay, 61 HP, still in there. Breath attack, breath attack, breath attack. Breath attack's coming in. Ice power starts to scatter, and Caledor does die. Does that start a big crumbling fest? I don't know. I just work here. Archmage of Life is back in range of Ymrith, and she throws regrowth onto him. Lifecaster's not enjoying his time fighting the Archmage, and ooh, a nasty net plus Ushapti plus Usef combo onto Gorgonar. It's his rebirth, so he's fine. He's chilling. He's vibing at full healing cap. Ymrith is still fighting over here, and he's actually doing really good work on these Snake Knights. Archmage of Life is trying to help out, take out the Sparkle Stalkers. Phoenix Guard are still grinding their way through, and remember, there's a new Ushapti on the field that's going to fade very quickly here. They've been out for quite a while. Balance of Power is back in the High Elf favor at this point with an Ushapti summon on the ground. Can Gorgonar do it? Hang in there, Gorgonar! Don't you give up, you son of a bitch! Alright, he breaks, but I mean, I can't really blame him. I can't even see his health bar right now, so he's pretty fucking low. Ymrith charges over into the Eyes of the Desert, trying to shut them down, but this Chosen of the Gods point-blank shot could be brutal, but they are going to focus on finishing off Gorgonar. Don't want him to come back. He maybe has one breath attack left in him. Life Mage is in here fighting with the Phoenix Guard. She might want to actually heal up the Phoenix Guard if possible. With the point-blank Chosen of the God shots, if they kill Ymrith here, it's 100% over, because he's pretty much all the High Elves have left. But maybe, if he survives The little bit. He can hang in there. Do you have any healing left for your boys? We have Phoenix Guard. We have Ymrith in here. Come on. We gotta heal him up. Sneaky snakes have gotten away. Shim's burning gaze coming down on... They're throwing everything at Ymrith, but this dragon's unbreakable. And he's fighting to the very end. Phoenix Guard are onto the Eyes of the Desert. Gotta shut them down. Archmage needs to throw any healing she has out the window. Just right now. Throw it at him. Go, go, go. High Elves are still ahead on the balance of power. Fucking Phoenix Guard, almost unbreakable as well. Not ITP, but almost unbreakable. And they're hanging in there. Illyrian Reavers are coming back. Every High Elf is unbreakable. They're all fighting to the death. They're inspired by this fucking literally unbreakable dragon. Oh, and the last of the sneaky snakes are going down. They're crumbling. These ones rally with one model and 66 health. Good God. And the Illyrian Reavers both rout/shatter. Oh, and the Archmage is getting taken to task. Maybe she's fucked. I don't know. Tomb Scorpion pushing her around might actually save her if Ymrith can come back over here and help her out. Phoenix Guard are still fighting. A lot of crumbling. The Eyes of the Desert have crumbled away. The Venom Knights are crumbling. Somehow this one fucking rallied with 33 health at this point. Life Mage is still alive. Ymrith, no dodge! Nice dodge from Pug na Bone. This is actually a fucking banger. Phoenix Guard are getting cycle charged by chariots. They also have 36 health. Literally nothing will break in this game. And Ymrith is coming over. He needs to land on the Chosen of the Gods, kill them, and also get this guy to start crumbling with his presence behind him. No, land. You 100% need to land right now. Goes for breath attack, but he might hit his own lord. Oh, shit! Okay, that was the riskiest thing I've seen all day. But Ymrith does finish off those Venom Knights. The other Venom Knights are going to crumble away. I don't know why those ones with so much health had way better leadership than the other ones. But landing on the Chosen of the Gods, that is going to be definitely GG, and Caledor is going to pull it out. That was fucking nuts. That was the most nuts game I've seen in a while. Holy GG. This Shem's Burning Gazecaster has had so many canceled attacks that he just can't seem to figure out. Army Losses comes in for the parade, the Priest of Light, and yeah, that was. How are we feeling, everybody? How's your blood pressure? Mine's pretty fucking high. Venom Knights both got about 1,500. Chosen of God got 3,000 almost. Sparkle Stalkers had much more issues firing, just because, I don't know, Sparkle Stalker reasons. An excellent chariot play that I didn't even notice. Just must have cleaned up a lot of units, because they each got more than their value back. Kalita didn't do very much. Lightcaster, those Shems must have been missing all over the board. That's brutal. Rangers did some stuff. Phoenix Guard did great. Illyrian Reavers did the blockages they needed. 2,300 on Gordranar. And 2,004... Really? Only 2,400 on Ymrith. Gordranar did almost as much. That is shocking. That is shocking. Light Mage shit the bed. That was fucked. All of his Shems missed, dude. All of his Shems. Okay, I'm gonna open up slots so Neckbet can join. Neckbet, Cyano/Slanesh. Yeah, well played, Ice Power. Well played. You gave us the best game of the day. That was, like, hands down, that was the best game of the day. Not up for contention. That shit was fire. That was the best game I've ever seen. Okay, maybe not ever seen, but it was nuts. Yeah, it was nuts. Alright, Oakenhammer. Can the High Elves continue their underdog winning streak? Or will Sylvania rule the night? We will see, we will see. There was something I was going to do, but I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, I have to save that replay, because I definitely need to make one of my dumb little bullshit videos about the whole Ushabti bouncing. That was fucking nuts. Ushapti and Shems, I'll call it. Because I also want to check out Ice Power Shems that were just all over the place. I would be furious. Human, did you see the final score for the Clan War? So... There you go. Okay. XD, VC High Elves deserved for playing VC. He has handguns, though, which can really change this, because the High Elves can't just Phoenix Guard box and wait for you to come to them. Like, you know, you're going to get shot if you do that. And he has crossbows, too. See, he's always been taking handguns, but the thing says he can take up to 4 Sylvanian crossbowmen, too, which could be good for taking out High Elf archers, because they have an arc of fire and also do more damage to infantry than handgunners tend to. Nope. All right, let's see. Who can do it? OPS dragons, or will they get shot down? I got shot down in Southern California. I don't really know the song that well. Can you give me an AI high elf for a second? I can't make an AI as spectator. Only a new slot. I know. It's very sad. Looking at Pug's army. His current army meets the requirements, so does Scion, so I can check it before we even enter the game. Basic High Elf archers. It is in fact 180. Because I can click on Pug Nabone and the High Elf army appears for me and I can find the stat he needs. Alrighty. Do you know that if you're hovering a High Elf Archer and then you hover a Star Dragon, the weapon strength difference is 666? Coincidence? I think not, atheists. Oh, I have to go to work tonight. Not super excited about that. Kind of hoping everything just works so that I don't have to stay there super long, because it's been kind of a long day organizing random stuff and puppy things. I'll ask again, even though I'm pretty sure. Who's winning? Who's winning? Guns or fuck you, shut up. Oh, good stretch. This is big thinking. The prize is on the line. And the prize is nothing, because all the players who played today already got $10. Well, not already. I'll give it to them after the event, but everybody gets $10. It's just for the honor of winning. That is it. Caledor or the vampire counts. Good or evil? Best or worst? Spirit Leech or also Spirit Leech? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Waiting for the builds to finalize. Fuck you, shut up. Off to an early lead in the poll. Oh my goodness. Sorry you lost your matchup with Hazel Basil. She's a fierce combatant, dude. Can't fault her for being an OG Chad. Neck better pug. Fuck you, shut up. Taking the lead in 4-2 vote. And the polls will close as soon as we get into the game. I don't know who Test of Murderville is, but they're always inviting me to play games, and I don't know who that is. I'm scared. Pug's doing some big thinking over there. I guess I could check in and make sure their build's still legal so we can skip that part. Yeah, it seems fine. Vlad is good, Manny is pure evil, High Elves are evil as well. High Elves aren't evil, you vampire main. Vampires just want to buy Hellblaster volley guns, bro. That's it. Or wait, what were we escorting? Bach, if you're still in the chat, do you remember what we were escorting in the Boar King's first Warhammer campaign? And then we met up with that vampire and all the beastmen ran away? Who doesn't love random invites to games when you're online on Steam? Thanks, Coops. Doomsage, you're gonna try a quick battle? They're wild. They're a wild time. I played a quick battle in the middle of this stream, and it went great. It went great. You can use your left hand again! Yay! Are you left-handed? Because that would actually heavily impact whether or not your left hand is important. I can take the blocker down because I don't need to check the armies. I already checked him in the lobby. What might my main be that makes me think High Elves are evil? Big think. Oh, probably Dark Elves. That's right. I thought you were a Vampire Counts main. It was the Von Karstein ring? Yeah. That would explain why Vampire wanted us to bring it to him. So, we have Gordranar and Ymrith reprising their roles. It looks like that Labradoodle dragon was a one-time thing. Other than that, we have the Talons of Tor Kaleda. Fire archers that imbue fire weakness. So that'll be cool for both these dragons that do fire damage in their melee attacks. Then we have some Lothern Sea Guard, more archers, and a bunch of rangers in the front line with some spearmen. And we have an Archmage of Life on foot with, I almost said Shem's Burning Regrowth. Lifeblood and Regrowth. Earthblood and Regrowth. So a lot of archers to deal with the handgunners, dragons to protect them. Just what we thought. On the other side, for Neckbet, we have 2 Direwolf, 2 Blood Knights. Really likes his Blood Knight play. We have 4 Sylvanian handgunners, 4 Crypt Ghouls, 5 zombies. We have double White King and Manfred on a horse. Manfred's not on his dragon. He's not going to take the dragon fight against the other dragons because he's a coward. Look at his, like, black aura. It's kind of supposed to be spooky, but it just looks like he has... It looks like it's all coming off of, like, his back. Like, kind of strange. I guess it's just the cape. Oh, Manfred. You silly bugger. Anyway. You don't remember the backstory of it? Yeah, I can't either. I just remember my character was really invested in your character surviving, and your character did not feel like surviving. You wanted to die a hero, and I just wanted to live to see the next day. And so you stayed there to fight all those beastmen, and I was looking for a way out. Because Johan just wants to sell people colored powders. Johan didn't sign up to fight beastmen hordes and then give a ring to a vampire. Johan just likes colored dust and liquids. Rangers are ready. Archers are ready. Spearmen are facing the wrong way. I know they're protecting the back of the formation, but it just looks funny. Like, we're the enemy! We are the front line! No, you're the back line. Guys, are we the backline? Do they not like us? Whoa, actually I didn't realize they have like these little... Caledor has these little Christmas shields. Look at your cute Christmas shields. They're little Christmas elves. Aw, it's adorable. Oh, it's adorable. So very, very bald. Yes. Alright, Pug is ready. Neckbet's ready, and this is the final game. Who will be victorious? Maybe the gigantic dragons. Maybe. Because that's a lot of archers. And Sylvanian handgunners do not enjoy archers. How I predict this going is... front lines collide. Vampire front line will slowly win over the Rangers eventually. And handgunners will get shot by a bunch of bows. Once the handgunners are dead from the bows, the dragons will move in, cycle charge everything to death, and breath attack Blood Knights. It's a metaphor. Smoking is a monkey on his back. But wait, if the phrase is a monkey on your back is something that's hard to get rid of and annoying to you, and smoking is that, does that mean since smoking is on his back, he's addicted to monkeys? Is Santa's sled pulled by dragons? I guess. I was going to say phoenixes, but Caledor is more of the dragon faction. The Talons of Caledor look kind of badass. The little green skirts. Whoa! Alright, just shoot at the camera then. Immediately teeing off into some archers. Archers. We're having a day, ladies and gentlemen. Tongue-tied, foggy-brained, having a stroke. They are shooting at zombies. Zombies, zombies, zombies. Was that a Gaze of Nagash? Something hurt Ymrith a lot. Yeah, it was a Gaze of Nagash. Ymrith not having a great time. An angled Scab Scraith trying to hit the Talons of Caledor. Second one did much better, but really didn't do... Oh, those do fire damage! Yeah, Scab Scraith does fire damage. Talons of Caledor have like 70% fire resist. Ooh, that is going to be brutal. Brutal, brutal. Archers are just murdering down these Crypt Ghouls. They are not having a great time at all. Looks like Gaze of Nagash was either dodged by Ymrith or he just didn't take that much damage from it. He has a little bit of missile resist, but other than that. Sylvanian handgunners are now shooting into the archers, but as we saw before, handgunners really don't like shooting at archers. They don't do that much damage to them, all things considered. This is a great start for the High Elves. Wherever those Blood Knights and Dogs are going to have to creep through this big gap pretty soon. They're going to have to get active because the shooting battle's not going their way. Over here we see exactly that happened. Crypt Ghouls and Dogs getting onto the archers. Archers are going to die very quickly, even with Ymrith to support them, because unlike the time with the Skaven, Direwolves don't rout for shit. They're undead. They'll stay here forever. So that's Star Dragon charging him. He's going to have to kill every single model, otherwise they'll keep fighting. And that is proving to be actually an issue for these dragons. They're not used to things not running. And the first archer runs, the second archer is also going to run, and these Dogs and Crypt Ghouls are fighting to the very last. Blood Knights now start to get involved. They are killing a bunch of Rangers. Rangers are terrible against Blood Knights. And Talons of Caledor are also routing. And it looks like the Lothern Seaguard over here are a little bogged down in melee combats. They aren't shooting. There's one archer left that can fire out of the 5. And 3 of the 5 are routing off the map and possibly going to be chased by Dogs if they feel like it. Breath attacks from the Star Dragon and Gordranar are not hitting their targets perfectly, kind of picking off little things. And Sylvania's in a good spot. From what looked like a rough start to the game, they're now feeling pretty okay. Lothern Seaguard are pulling away from these melee units, so there's 2 archers soon to be back online. And Ymrith is getting some healing, but there are 3 or 4 handgunners trying to kill him right now. Gordranar's not feeling great either. Yeek. Blood Knights are very healthy, Manfred and the White Kings are healthy, but other than that, the vampire counts are almost out of infantry units. There's 1 Crypt Ghoul, a summoned zombie, and that's it. So their carry potential is all in line, and there's nothing between them and those filthy High Elves. Filthy High Elves are behind on the bounce power a little bit, but the archers back online are once again firing into these handgunners. That, not unbreakable. So maybe if a dragon charges them, they'll rout off or something, but another good Scab Scraith from the White Kings is going to rout. Yes, it is going to rout that Lothern Seaguard, putting them on notice. Blood Knights and Dogs at this point are peeling Rangers off of the guns, making sure they're free to fire on the Dragons. And the Dragons are in a pickle. They want to fight Manfred right here and snipe him out, but they also really need to shut down these guns. Landing in the middle of 2 different units of Blood Knights could be a tragedy, and a Star Dragon Breath attack is going to take out half the health on Manfred as Gordranar misses a charge and blocks up Ymrith. And Ymrith can't get out of here either. Blood Knights are now going to surround them, and these dragons are actually probably doomed. I would not be surprised if they both died here. With handgunner fire still coming in and Blood Knight surrounds, Ymrith is trying to push his way out. Gordranar protecting him with his body. Does he get his rebirth? He does. He does get his rebirth, getting a lot of health back for himself. He is still going to rout, but he might actually get back into the sky. Archers for the High Elves have rallied. They're here. All 5 of them are here and firing at something or another. But can they even do it? I mean, these White Kings, nothing is going to threaten them besides the dragons. The dragons also have to go kill the handgunners. The dragons also have to go kill the Blood Knights, and they have to kill Manfred. There's too much stuff! There's too much stuff for the dragons to do! Handgunners are firing up into them. I think it might be all over but the crying. I think the Sylvanians are going to take the win this day. Unless Ymrith goes nuts. Will you do a campaign scream where Imric tries to find the Cathay Dragon? You mean in Warhammer 2 or Warhammer 3? I don't know Imric's dragons that well, so I'm confused. Gordranar is back. Ymrith is back. They're throwing down a breath attack now onto these Blood Knights, and actually get pretty decent value for how scattered they were. Gordranar takes out, an entire Sylvanian handgunner unit gets deleted, but he's taking damage in response. He's probably going to break yet again. It looks like actually he might rally on the far side. Archer's still firing at the High Elves, trying to stay in this game. It is just Blood Knights, heroes, and handgunners now. And one of the handgunners shattered forever. It is looking a little tough here for the High Elves. The Archers had more difficulty than I would have imagined firing onto the Sylvanian handgunners. They had to fire onto other targets, and the dragons were left to their own devices. Gordranar is thinking about what to do with the rest of his limited lifespan. Ymrith dives in only to be shot in the ass by a million handgunners. That was greedy, and they paid for it dearly. Guns kind of should have been the priority to take out. I agree. Archmage of Life is on foot. She can't really outrun these White Kings, and not Manfred either, so she's about to get bullied. And if she breaks, then I think this game is going to be over, as the balance of power swing too far against the High Elves. She throws a panic heal out. It looks like it just hit the towns of Torquelada. It didn't hit Ymrith. And now army losses is coming in for the High Elves. And it's just the Unbreakable Dragon, who will soon be surrounded and beaten into the dust. Ymrith's strong. He's not that strong. That's a lot of bullets. Miao Ying or whatever her name is. GG, I took too much ranged. Maybe. Indeed. And the Blood Knights will drag him into the dirt. Poor Ymrith. Ymrath. You put a couple games on your back, buddy. You did great. Now is the time. Now is the time to sleep, my friend. Now is the time to sleep. That's kind of sad. I feel a little bad for poor Ymrith. 2,200 for him, 800 for Gordranar. Archers did okay. Rangers really got bullied. Spearmen also got bullied. Lifecaster did Lifecaster things. White Kings got great value. Good scab scrates from them. Crypt Ghouls all died a horrendous death. But then Handgunners did great. Blood Knights did great. And Dogs did what they had to. Why do people complain about Vampire Coast? They're clearly strong in the meta. They are. They are. Hey, GG, well played. Thanks for your time today, lads. And congrats to Sylvania for being the most OP of all subfactions. Ruler of the night, indeed. There you have it. Sylvania wins. They're the best subfaction. Vampire counts best of the best ever. Boom. Anytime. I will contact people about getting them their 10 whole schmeckles for giving me their time today. Thank you to everyone who played. It was a good atmosphere. Everybody seemed to be pretty on board with what we were doing here. Not a lot of super tryhards. No one really seemed to complain that much about the rules potentially being unbalanced because, again, I said at the start of the event, but those were made to balance each other, not thinking about how they'll affect other factions. So, but yeah, it went okay. We got some pretty close games in it. That Tomb King's High Elves game was fucking nuts. Okie dokie, that's the stream for today. I'm going to go to work. I'll release another video tonight, probably in about 2 hours. We have 12 videos on YouTube unlisted that are ready to go out the door, so I've just been waiting for them to get released. And I will catch you all around. Thanks for showing up today.